Get up what it is, what it does, what it is, what it isn't. Looking for a better way to get up out of bed instead of getting on the internet and checking a new hit. Me get up, first shot, pimp strut walking. A little bit of humble, a little bit of cautious. Somewhere between like Rocky and Cosby's for the game. Nope, nope, y'all can't copy yet. Bad moonwalking, and this here is our party. My posse's been on Broadway, and we did it all way. Chrome music, I shed my skin and put my bones into everything I record to it. And yeah, I'm on. Let that stage light go and shine on down. Got that Bob Barker suit game and Plinko in my style. Money, stay on my craft and stick around for those pounds. But I do that to pass the torch and put on for my town. Trust me, on my INDEPENDENT shit hustling. Chasing dreams since I was 14 with the 4-track bustin'. Halfway across that city with the back crush shit. Labels out here, now they can't tell me nothing. We give that to the people, spread it across the country. Labels out here, now they can't tell me nothing. We give it to the people, spread it across the country.
Here we go back, this is the moment. Tonight is the night, we'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. Here we go back, this is the moment. Tonight is the night, we'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us.
Nah, can I kick it? Thank you, yeah, I'm so damn grateful. I grew up really wanna go fronts, but that's what you get when Wu-Tang raised you. Y'all can't stop me, go hard like I got an 808 in my heartbeat. And I'm eating at the beat like it gave a little speed to a great white shark on Shark Week. Raw, time to go off, gone, deuces goodbye. I got a world to see, and my girl, she wanna see Rome. Caesar make you a believer, nah, I never ever did it for a throne. That validation comes from giving it back to the people. Now, sing this song and it goes like, raise those hands, this is our party. We came here to live life like nobody was watching. I got my city right behind me. If I fall, they got me. Learn from that failure, gain humility, and then we keep marching.
And we go back, this is the moment. Tonight is the night, we'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. We go back, this is the moment. Tonight is the night, we'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us.
So we put our hands up. So we put our hands up.
Let's go. And all my people say, that's right. And all my people say, and all my people say,
Here we go back, this is the moment. Tonight is the night, we'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. We go back, this is the moment. Tonight is the night, we'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us.
Welcome to the show. I am Harry. With me is Tyson.
Let me talk to you.
And we have got quite the show for you. We got WrestleMania Night 2 to go over. See how that went. We've got Ric Flair crashing out all week. Seems to just collecting scalps. We have the annual Black Friday, or what is it? Black Tuesday, or whatever the fuck they call it.
It's Black Friday.
Okay, Black Friday with WWE and their budget cuts. A lot of surprising names, if I'm being honest. And then we got CM Punk being all aggro to some dork. Talk about that.
Some geek.
But how was your week?
I had a good week. It's heating up here in Texas, so it's getting a little bit harder.
Yeah, press charges against that Dave and Buster's guy.
No, I didn't. And I didn't go back. I let them have it this time. I'm gonna go back in a few. I'll give it a couple months and then go back. I still just don't think he remembers me.
Okay.
Like I was thinking about it. It's like I refuse to believe that it's possible.
He clearly does.
I know, but it's not possible. It's just not. Unless, well, yes, clearly he has some issue, but yes. Oh, you know who else I saw? Another guy. I saw the ice cream man. I was
What?
finally on that side of town again, and I saw the ice cream
Oh,
man.
how'd that go?
Well, he didn't have ice cream, and he didn't recognize me, and he wasn't, he wasn't in the same spot.
So
So
you did nothing?
no, I told you he has to throw ice cream at me again.
I see. Just gonna let him disrespect you.
I mean, I couldn't attack him now. He doesn't even remember.
You do. That's the point.
I guess that's how the Dave and Buster's guy is. Like he doesn't remember, but I do. But yeah, if I would have just like chop blocked him or something, it would
Yeah,
have
you
just.
throw ice cream back.
I'm not gonna waste ice cream. Go find like $1 ice cream or something.
Man, if you were in prison, you get grapes so hard.
No, it would be a different scenario.
They would just be lining up to grape you. Hold him
Like
down. He won't do nothing.
I would. There's certain scenarios where yes, you got to put the game tape out that you can't be messed with. This is not one of those scenarios. Now, if you would have done it again, then yes. But he's not like some guy who can go tell his little homeless friends, "Oh yeah, threw ice cream at that dude. He didn't do shit." Well, you're homeless. How about that? I win there.
I bet they all high-fived him. Oh, good job. Lucius?
I did see one almost like get hit by a car.
That would have been a sight to see.
Yeah, like not even hesitating, full traffic. He just like started walking across the street, and one car wasn't paying attention until they got like really close. But yeah, he just didn't like any jaywalk too. Just like right in the middle of traffic.
That sounds like that quarterback that got hit.
Which one?
It was a couple of years ago. He got ran over. Like he was trying to cross a highway.
Oh, I don't remember his name, but I remember what you're talking about. Yeah.
I was like, well, what'd you think was going to happen?
That's the thing. They don't think. When they're on them drugs.
Well, let's go ahead and jump into it. We've got WrestleMania Night 2. WrestleMania 42 Night 2, to be exact. Still in Las Vegas, of course, where the Walkers are Trick Williams and Little Yachty, Rhea Ripley and Jade Cargill, and then CM Punk. We had a hype video. It was the same fucktard as night one. And then John Cena opened. He says, last night was incredible. Tonight's going to be historic. Then he has them change the color scheme on the Titantron. That was supposed to be a big deal.
I guess it was, yeah. It was also a clickbait because you thought something actually real was about to happen.
Right.
Like, oh, who's coming out? And then they just, changed the Titantron.
Well, then we get our first match of the evening. It is Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar. Leading up to the match, Obafemi, who has 2 main roster matches under his belt, made Lesnar look like a bitch, and he was no obstacle for him whatsoever. This fucking match was absolutely no different. Oba won easily with a fall from grace. He even no-sold an F5 just to put a cherry on top.
Yep, torch pass. I think this match went like 4 minutes. I mean, Brock did get some offense in, but yes, pretty much a torch being passed to Obafemi.
It's not a torch being passed. It's torch being handed over. Like, here you go. I don't need it.
Yeah, they even said, he's the next big thing.
I guess. So inorganic.
Well, I see that they are going to... And I thought about this on the night when it happened. Well, here they go. Same thing that's happened to Gunther is now going to happen to Obafemi. Because now they've booked him so strong. What do they do next?
Right, because now he's going to have a competitive match with fucking Javon Evans.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You can't do that. Like, you have to keep him booking strong. And then you're going to book him too strong. And then, like, it's not going to be believable for anybody to beat him. So they're booking themselves into the same thing that happened with Gunther. They're just going to book him to a point where it's like, well, now we can't do anything with him. And he's going to sit at home.
Other than make him look like a bitch.
Yeah, he can't go out there and have competitive matches with Javon Evans, Danhausen.
I don't think Danhausen's going to be having competitive matches.
Not going to be wrestling any 30-minute classics.
Oh, they did pull out that Hurricane Rana on SmackDown.
I mean, he can wrestle, Danhausen. It's just he's so far in character. Like, yeah. He's too far in character to be having, 30-minute matches. But he can wrestle, apparently.
Well, I wish this was more of a Godzilla versus King Kong than what we got. After the match, Lesnar took his shit off, left it in the middle of the ring, sobbing like a girl.
I don't think it was like a girl. It looked like
he was sobbing.
He was, but I don't think it was like a girl. It looked like he didn't even know how to cry. He was like cry laughing. Like, so much so that people think this whole retirement thing is fake, and they think
I heard that.
And they think he was faking he even faked that part of it, because it's like, oh, if you look at him, he wasn't even really crying. It's like, well, it's because he probably never cries and he doesn't know how to, as he should. Although this is one of the acceptable moments to cry. I think one of the acceptable moments to cry is, when you retire after, you've put all your... Imagine what they go through, having to, eat, sleep, and breathe of what they do.
I don't think Lesnar does that at all.
What?
Eat, sleep, breathe what they do. I think it's a job to him.
I think he takes it serious. I
I think
mean,
he
look at
takes
his.
the like the working out and the physical aspect of it seriously. But like, I don't know. I think it's just a job to him. I don't think he eats, breathes, and shits wrestling.
I think he does. It's a like. It's a. If he didn't, I was also thinking, if he didn't like pee, if he wasn't trying to see people's meats, women's meats, you know, he would probably be like top 5. Well, maybe not top 5, maybe top 10 of all time.
Oh, yeah, he's up there already.
Yeah, but people aren't going to put him there because of the pee thing.
They seem to have forgotten about that because they were cheering him and celebrating him. I think he'll be all right.
Well, they didn't forget about it online.
Well, those
But
people don't watch.
yeah, I think he would be. I haven't thought about the entire list, but I would think he's easily top 10 for sure.
Easily, yeah.
But yeah, so you have to take it serious if you're that good at it. You can't just.
I just think he's that good. That's why he's that good. You know what I'm saying? Like he is like it gets thrown around a lot, but he is legitimately generational.
He is. But it's like also the little things that he does. Like you can tell that he understands the business.
He understands it, but that doesn't mean he just lives for it.
I don't know. I think like he's never been out of character unless he's never been in character unless that's just him.
That is just him. He's an asshole. You ever watch the videos of him like in the airport? Fans are trying to talk to him, and he's not even looking at them. He's not even giving them the dignity of telling them to fuck off.
Yeah, but he was, talking to the meat guys.
That's different.
True.
Like if I don't know if he even said on the Stone Cold's podcast, like he hates people.
I'm sure he does.
There's nothing wrong with it. He from all accounts, he sounds like if you get to know him or whatever, he's okay. But I just think he's naturally an asshole. He's standoffish. So he's basically played himself for his entire career.
Yeah, true.
And then he went to the UFC. Say what you want, but he was the heavyweight champion.
Yeah, he took him by storm.
So yeah, I definitely top 10.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you think the retirement's fake?
I don't. Now, I think it is possible that he'll be back. But I think the retirement was real.
I hope it is. Just because
go ahead.
I don't want to, because everybody's like, well, he's just going to come back for SummerSlam, so Gunther can beat him. Like, what does that do for Gunther?
Nothing.
Exactly. Like, you already wasted on Oba. Well, you didn't waste it, but you gave it to Oba. So what, Gunther's going to retire? He's going to bring him out of retirement just to retire so he can go back to retirement? That makes no fucking sense. It's stupid.
Yeah, like the visual of him taking his boots off, taking his now. I'm pretty sure Undertaker did that and then came back like the next year. Like
Yeah, he
the
said he
next.
didn't count that though,
He
because I believe
didn't count it.
those. No, because he put his shit in the ring. Did he? I can't remember.
Yeah, he put his jacket and his hat and left it in the ring. But then he was like back the next year, I think.
I thought he came back for Saudi. Like he retired and then he came back for Saudi.
Maybe. But I know he came back after that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he definitely came back. But
So
he said he doesn't count it because the match the match was so shitty.
well, it counts, all right. And
Uh,
that's the
Triple
thing
H did
about
that
it.
too.
Yeah, that's the thing about like yeah, Brock Lesnar's like in that moment. I'm sure he legit said, I'm done. But WrestleMania's in Saudi and SummerSlam. He might not be back for SummerSlam. Maybe he makes an appearance. I don't think he's going to be wrestling at SummerSlam. Like it just doesn't make sense. But I think Saudi, they may be able, because I don't think His Excellency gives a damn about what he did in that ring. He's gonna get out the checkbook and pay him enough you know, to come to Saudi. And I think the number is going to be high enough that Brock's not going to be able to turn it down. Maybe, unless he really is done.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I could see Saudi. They have the ability to bring people out of retirement. It seems with their lucrative paychecks.
Yeah, that guy's probably going to just put the check. He's going to sign his name at the bottom and it's like just fill in the number.
I guess we'll have to see. I just hope it's not Gunther if he does come back. They've already diminished him enough.
And yeah, that's the other thing. I don't know who it would be. It doesn't make sense for it to be Gunther, especially after what we saw. It's going to do absolutely nothing for Gunther. I want Brock Lesnar to come out of retirement so I can retire him again.
Right. And he's going to brag about it.
Yeah. And yeah, that's just not gonna make sense. And WWE is gonna try to push it down our throats if it happens too. The career killer versus Brock Lesnar in his final match.
Coming out of retirement to have his final match.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see what happens.
Oh, speaking of which, there is if you believe the dirt sheet guys, apparently the plan is for Roman to face Gunther right now at SummerSlam. I think they said SummerSlam.
Okay.
Or maybe they didn't say SummerSlam, but they did say, yeah, that's like the plan is to build towards a big Roman Gunther thing.
That could be interesting.
Yeah, so
maybe that. I don't see how that could be the favor. Because now they're doing the favor thing. I don't know.
Yeah, and that's the other thing, the favor.
Well, moving on, we had Penta winning the IC title ladder match. It's weird that Penta wore a mask to the ring because he already has one.
Yeah, he paid tribute to Shao Kahn from Mortal Kombat. So I guess it was to promote the movie because there wasn't enough advertising during WrestleMania.
Of course.
They had to get more in there.
JD McTurd took a Canadian destroyer from Penta off the ladder onto another ladder. Looked nasty. Evans hit Rusev with an RKO from the top rope off a ladder. Ray and Dragon Lee had the spot where they both climbed the ladder for the title, creating that all-important drama for the match.
Of course. Joseph Park was so happy.
Oh, he was jerking off.
He was probably like looking at LA Knight too.
Just glaring at him.
Yeah.
while clapping. Then Penta and McTurd had the exact same thing immediately after that. So they got two of those in. But yeah, Penta won.
Like I said, it was a good match, as I assumed it would be. I wasn't as out of it as I thought I would be. Like, usually those matches are just like, oh yeah, they're doing stuff. But no, I was into it. Everybody had their little spots. So, and I think the right person retained. Or won, which is Penta.
I would have liked to see Rusev win.
It would have been nice, but I think Penta's finally starting to get a little bit momentum. So I think it's good for him.
Well, after that, we had Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams for the U.S. title. And Trick Williams won. Williams came out with the longest fucking coat in the world.
Yes, he had a train as a bride would wear.
Well, that's good. Good message. A Little Yachty, a rapper, didn't rap him to the ring. And Sami Zayn beat up Little Yachty for no reason. And then he hit Williams with a brainbuster on the apron and a hell of a kick on the barricade. And then Sami tried to hit another hell of a kick in the ring, but Little Yachty recovered and grabbed Sami's ankle. And then Williams won with a trick shot.
Which ended up being a surprise for me because I definitely thought Sami Zayn was going to win via cheating.
He almost did.
He did. But I thought that's where the story was going to go, is he's going to cheat to officially, because remember the thing was like there was supposed to be a double turn, and I thought this is where they were going to do it, but they didn't, and yeah, there you go.
I like that shot of Sami where he's sitting on the announce desk and he just has that like distant look on his face, and he's like, man, I'm gonna have to listen to a whole bunch of shit talking on Raw.
Yep, didn't know what to do.
Right after that, the Demon, Finn Balor, and Dominic Mysterio had a street fight, and they officially killed the Demon. Whoever told Balor to act like a child pretending to be a werewolf or a rabid dog or whatever the fuck he was trying to do needs to be put in front of a firing squad. And he does this shit through the entirety of the match. He even snapped at the camera like gold dust.
He did.
Dominic hit Balor with a 619 while a chair was wrapped around his neck. It's pretty cool. And then Balor wrapped a chair around Dom's neck and hit the corner drop kick. And then, yeah, he won with a coup de grace through a table.
So I think I had a problem. Well, I guess it was a problem with the whole weekend. Because Dom and Finn, they've been, what, 4 years they've been at this whole thing. This is like the blow off of a 4-year build, and this match went. I don't have the time here, but probably like 7 minutes. I think they could have done more,
Of course.
but there was a there was a new term for this era that hasn't started to catch on, but I saw it, and I thought it was pretty clever. So they call it the Attitude Era, but instead of attitude, it's like ads, AD,
Ah.
because yes, it's like, oh, we need to get this match over so we can get back to those ads.
Boy, did they have a lot of ads too. And I'm tired of seeing the motherfuckers in the crowd.
The fans
No,
or
not
the celebrities.
the celebrity. I don't give a shit who's watching. Like, yeah, I show like one or two people, but like I don't need to see like the whole list of famous people that are fucking watching Raw.
You know what's worse about all that is, well, there were people there, but apparently for other times, what they'll do is they'll cycle, like, oh, get these celebrities out there, and then they'll, after their little segment, then they'll get them out and put new celebrities in that spot so they can redo the next celebrity highlight stuff. But this was different because you can actually like see the people there if you look at the crowd. George Kittle and all the other. Stop trying to get the boxing guys over.
Jesus Christ.
Like, oh, that's the heavyweight champion of this boxing promotion that we're trying to get over so desperately.
I'll never hear that person's name again.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of which, some rich piece of shit bought a spot on the commentary desk.
Yep. And he didn't say a word.
No. Yeah, well, he had headphones on, but it didn't have a mic. So they didn't let him say a word.
Yeah.
You can sit there, but you can't, say anything.
I mean, it kind of makes sense.
Well, yeah,
Not wanting to get out there just talking crazy.
well, it doesn't make sense to have somebody just sit there randomly. Well, here, you can, we're for sale. We're just whores.
Yeah, it didn't make sense what was the gain just to sit there? Now,
Best seat in the house.
for them to advertise it, that makes sense because now you're telling people, hey, this is available. If you want to sit on commentary and not say a word, maybe someone will get involved, like, when they go up and throw people in the laps and shit.
Yeah, I thought it was very bizarre.
It was, but good for him, I guess. Got to live out his little dream. This little billionaire gets to live out his dream.
Rhea Ripley won the girl match. Io Sky was there, of course.
And it was actually a pretty good match.
I'll take your word for it.
Jade Cargill. I know we're going to go. We don't have to do it, but Jade Cargill used Kenny Omega's one-winged angel. And afterwards, she credited him, and he said something about it. It was like, hey, anytime someone uses one of my moves as a tribute, and, that's... I don't see a problem with it. And she said that, yeah, she's basically paying tribute. So she busted that out. They called it
do it off the top rope.
No, it was in the middle of the ring.
Oh,
They called it a sandstorm, so they already have a name for it, I guess.
and it wasn't the finish.
And it wasn't the finish.
Well,
It
let's.
was-
So they debut a new little fucking special move. God, they're so stupid.
yeah, they debut a move which is one of the most protected moves in wrestling, and it wasn't the finish.
It's one of the it's one of the better finishing moves.
Yeah,
God, because how's it gonna get over now?
well, I don't know if it's going to be her like weekly thing, and maybe it
Yeah,
is.
exactly. If that's her thing where she like her Kamahame,
Yeah, which that it could be that, but
not anymore because they're stupid.
yeah, they've already ruined it. But yeah,
John's
it was a decent match and good for Jade Cargill.
John Cena came out again. The attendance was 55,255. And the total attendance for both nights was 106,072. I don't know what that means.
It means they got 50,000 people each night, I guess, which is if they probably embellished it a little bit, but if it's true, then it means the whole 25% off thing worked, and whatever else they did, whatever other magic tricks they pulled out. Because remember, they weren't even at like 40,000 or so on Monday or Friday when they did the 25% off. So they sold another 10,000 allegedly.
Probably
So,
bottom.
well, there's probably comp tickets. Nick Khan, for some reason, he's talking to, like, I don't know, he did some kind of government thing, and he revealed that the Make a Wish Foundation spent $2,500 on tickets. So they they didn't comp them tickets, but they bought some tickets to probably hand out to people, and it's probably a bunch of stuff like that, radio giveaways and just extra whatever.
Well, after that
I saw.
Cena said, oh, go ahead.
Sorry. I
No,
was
go
gonna
ahead.
say I also saw a lot of influencers, like Instagram influencers, posting that they were going to WrestleMania. So probably gave them some tickets too. Not wrestling fans, by the way, just influencers.
Was it the ones they kicked out?
No.
Well, after that, Cena says his job as host is officially over, and he thanks the crowd. Then the Miz interrupts with the fruitcake. And he says that he's the new locker room leader, and he didn't get his WrestleMania moment last year. He's not leaving the ring until he gets one tonight. Cena stands back and lets Miz have his moment. Miz is about to do some Miz shit, but then Danhausen interrupts with midgets. And Danhausen butters up Cena. Miz gets pissed. Fruitcake says one of the midgets is toxic, pushes him on his ass. Another midget steps up and punches Fruitcake right in the dick. And then they swarm him. And Danhausen punches Miz in the dick and hits him with a 5-knuckle shuffle. And the midgets carry Miz away.
Yep. It was the comic relief. I guess that's all you can really say about it. Although they were midgets, and that's their official name, so that's not a cancelable thing.
Yeah, dumbfuck Cole said they told me to call him that.
Which was funny because I said, "Well," when he first said it, I was like, "Well, 25 years down the drain." And then yeah, he threw that out there. They told me to say it.
Well, finally, we're at our main event: Roman Reigns versus CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship. Punk had the best entrance of the entire show, in my opinion. He had his OG theme. Then he did it's clobbering time right into Cult of Personality, which was cool.
Yep, that theme is now in the old playlist. Now I'm not going to pretend like I knew it beforehand. And
Which one's that?
his the theme that he used at the beginning.
Oh, I think he used it in AEW.
He used it once in AEW.
Yeah,
But it was his apparently it was his ROH theme.
I believe so. Yeah, you're right.
Miserit something. Let me see. But it's by the band AFI, which there's another song of theirs that I like. So
Sounds like you're a fan.
yes, but there's people, the creators, posting their reactions and they're flipping out. Ah, yeah! Like, go outside. If you like, go outside. If you knew that beforehand, just go outside. But I was gonna say, but yes, it was a great theme, and yes, it's on the old playlist now, so I got it.
I mean, it was kind of like redundant because everybody seemed like to have that. Oh, this was what they were in the past. Because they did that with Cody.
Yeah, a lot of callbacks.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns came out to his Tribal Chief theme.
He did.
So, yeah.
I'm sure that won't lead into anything.
Yeah.
Dumbfuck Cole said this is Punk's very first WrestleMania main event, which definitively you should put an end to the debate forever.
I think after what we got on night one, that should put into the debate.
Fair.
It's clear. It is abundantly clear that night one essentially is the pre-show to night two.
I don't know that one when Cody and Rollins faced Rock and Roman, and that led to night two. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, that one felt a little bit more big time, but I'm saying this year, it's clear that they were treating it as Saturday is the pre-show to Sunday.
Yeah.
Now, maybe they changed that next year. Well, sorry, we can't really judge next year because they're going to Saudi. But the year after that, we'll see. Maybe they change it and make it a little bit more balanced. But we talked about it last week on Saturday. Like, there were only 2 matches that went over 10 minutes. Sunday wasn't too much better, but I think Sunday there were a little bit longer matches, which made the commercials feel like they were a little bit more spaced out. So it wasn't as bad as Saturday, but yeah, Saturday only 2 matches went past 7 minutes, or 10 minutes. So it was clear that was a pre-show.
Well, this one started off pretty intense with lots of shoving and shit talking. Punk even slapped Roman. Lots of back and forth. Reigns missed a Superman punch in the corner. Punk has his GTS attempt blocked. They fight to the floor. Punk tries to put Roman through the announce desk, but Roman recovered and hung Punk up on the ropes and hit 3 consecutive Superman punches. Then he used the steel steps on Punk directly in front of the ref. And he power bombs Punk through the announce desk, gets him in the ring, goes for a spear. Punk blocks it, hits a GTS. He goes for another GTS. Roman escapes that, hits a spear. Roman tries a GTS, but Punk blocks it. And then Punk hits Roman with a Superman punch while he has Roman's necklace. Well, he stole one from a fan. And he put Roman's necklace on. And then Punk grabs Roman's... He hit a Superman punch, grabs the necklace from a fan, tries to spear Roman. Roman blocked it with a guillotine, and then Punk escapes, locks in the Anaconda Vice. And then Roman escaped, locked in the guillotine back in. And then Punk escapes, goes for a sharpshooter. Roman blocked it, slugs Punk, who falls then right back into the guillotine, which is really cool. They start trading punches. Punk pulls his tape off, throws it at Roman. This distracts the ref. And Punk hits Roman right in the dick, follows it up with a GTS. Punk tosses Roman outside, puts him through the other announce desk, and then gets Roman back in the ring, hits a GTS. Roman falls on his shoulders. Punk goes for another one, but then just collapses. And then Roman hits 2 spears and wins.
And your new I forgot the title's name. Heavyweight champion, let's just say that. Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, is back. And this match was excellent. And I would say it's Punk's probably one of his best matches. The only other one I could think was, for me, I like his match against The Undertaker.
I like his match against Cena.
They didn't wrestle at WrestleMania, did they?
Oh, we're talking about WrestleMania matches? I'm sorry.
Oh, yes. Sorry. I didn't clarify that. That's on me.
Yeah, Taker was... Yeah, Taker. Okay, this was an excellent match. Roman and Punk were really good. I just didn't care. Like, leading up to this match.
Yeah.
There's nothing to get me invested into it. And then they didn't establish who was the good guy, who was the bad guy. I still don't know.
Yeah, that's fair. So I don't know who's
Like, who was I supposed to get behind? Who had, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think they failed at that. But it was an exquisite match. I won't say it was the greatest, main event of all time. Like, they seem to want to immediately put that into.
Yeah, it wasn't that, but it was definitely a great main event.
Yes.
The fact that they told a story. You always want to have a story. They told a story in the match. The story of, both men just giving all that they could. Punk giving all that he could.
Because they hate each other.
And, yeah. I even like the little touch at the where he took the tape off and just threw it at Roman. knowing that the ref was going to have to pick it up because that's the ref's job. And then immediately goes for the low blow.
So yes, night 2, definitely the superior, I would say.
Yes.
I just don't know. Yeah. There's a lot of angles, I guess. Like, still the mystery of Brock. Heyman's favor. And if he ties into that. And is Roman going to be a full-time champion, or is he just going to show up sporadically like he's been?
Well, according to him, he said he's going to be around for a minute. So
For a minute.
well, he didn't say that. That's my wording. But he said basically you can go ahead and put the part-time thing to rest because I'm going to be around.
We'll see.
So at least through the, I mean, I kind of see what they're building to. I don't like it, but I see what they're building to already. And yes, he's going to be around until this happens.
Okay.
So during the post show, Obafemi called Roman out because he beat Brock Lesnar and all. And when Roman came out there for the post show, they were chanting Oba, and Oba is going to kill you to Roman, and he addressed it, and he said, let's see. He's like, you had a big moment tonight, but I've been there, done that like multiple times, beating Brock Lesnar.
He hasn't beaten him in 5 minutes.
He hasn't. But he's like, let's see what you do through the summer, and then you can talk about coming at the tribal chief. So, yes, they seemingly are already building towards an Oba Roman thing, and I think he's going to be around until that happens. And then, so yeah, it just looks like they're building this towards the end of the year, like before 2027 comes. Obafemi is probably going to be champion, and then Roman's going to go away.
And then what?
What do you mean? And then what?
Oba can't lose.
Oh, then Oba, yeah, goes and he's just champion
Until Carmelo Hayes beats him.
Well, it'll be kind of, I don't know. Like I said, they're gonna put themselves into a problem because yes, Obafemi is gonna get so unbeatable that then they're gonna have nobody that can beat him, and then what do? You just gotta take him off TV because what do you? I mean, we ain't got nothing. We don't know what to do here.
He might be like Goldberg.
He could be like Goldberg. Even Goldberg didn't get his thing the first year.
No, he got the U.S. title first.
Yeah. Like he wasn't out there after 1 month calling out Hogan.
I just mean that because it seemed like as soon as Goldberg lost, his aura kind of diminished. So they could be running the risk of that with Oba.
Well, I don't think you do. Yeah, you can't do like a make it about him the win streak.
I'm not even saying like they booked him against Rusev to not even leave his feet. And then he beat Brock Lesnar in 4 minutes.
Yeah.
So I mean, as soon as he loses, what makes him special after that?
Well, maybe he's not gonna. Yeah, maybe he doesn't lose,
Well, okay.
and then go ahead and cue up the people hating on him at that point.
Well, that was WrestleMania 42. I'd say it was a very lackluster show that had a really good main event.
Yeah, it could be pretty much the sum of it. It was commercials with some wrestling mixed in.
But yeah, next week we will be reviewing JCW Stranglemania, Viva Las Violence. Our main event will be Vampiro's retirement match. So Vampiro versus Old Frankenstein and Big Vito in a 3-way dance. Then we have a fatal 4-way for the JCW World Heavyweight title. It's Cocaine, everybody's favorite, versus Caleb Conley, Matt Riddle, and Dolph Ziggler. Our special guest referee is EC3. And there's the JCW Women's Tag Team Championship. Timu No Definition Rodriguez and some dude versus the lesbian and some other girl.
I'm sure that sure that goes over well.
We have a 6-man super tag match. Rob Van Dam, Too Tough Tony, and Willie Mack face off against Kenta, Doc Gallows, and Carl Anderson. Kenta was Hideo Itami.
Yes.
And then there's a JCW American title 6-way scramble. Facade defends against Charlie Haas. Jesus Christ. Mecha Wolf.
Wait, Charlie Haas was there?
Yep. Yeah.
That Charlie Haas?
Uh-huh.
I didn't even recognize him then.
Wow. Mecha Wolf, Mosh Pit Mike, and Ninja Mac and Disco Ray. Why?
Why
Why is
Disco
he-
Ray?
Yeah.
Because he's over. He's got the ring rat.
Okay.
Just that alone.
Then we have a Kamikaze Chaos match. It's Kerry Morton versus Mickey Knuckles.
Yes.
I will say that's kind of a cool name.
Mickey
Knuckles. Just like Joey 2 times. And we have a 6-man tag match. George South and the Rock and Roll Express are facing the St. Clair Monster Corporation. It's Beastman, Congo Kong, and Mr. Happy. And then there's a freak show match. The Outbreak, which is the Zombies, versus the Backseat Boys? I don't like them already.
It's not what you think. I mean, it is what you think, but it's not what you think.
Okay. And the Brothers of Funstruction.
Yes.
So yeah, looking forward to that actually. I like how it just looked like, because they obviously aren't in the JCW arena. It looks like they're in this
Bingo hall.
yeah. It's kind of cool. Very low budget.
Yes. And this is why I say maybe they can't bring in like big names like the Wyatts or Cross or Aleister Black.
I don't know. Maybe they can get one of them. Joe Gacy. Well, moving on. We have Monday Night Raw. We are still in Vegas. They recap WrestleMania 42. Our walkers were Liv Morgan and her Geek Squad, Rhea Ripley and Io Sky, the Scissor Sisters. Didn't Ripley say she had to go to SmackDown?
She is on SmackDown.
This is Raw. She
I know.
said she had to go to SmackDown and take care of business.
I know. They had to
So
get
what-
one final scissor.
Also, why the fuck are both women's champions on Raw?
Well, like I said, Rhea Ripley had to get her final scissor, and
Roman's here, and they're going to celebrate Brock Lesnar as well. And then Obafemi came out just to say he's the ruler, and he drops the mic. Okay.
the ruler has arrived.
Seemed like a waste of time to me.
Probably. It was clear they were going for like the Roman Reigns night after WrestleMania. He beat the Undertaker kind of vibe, but
Okay, fair. We have the Kabuki Warriors. They're facing the Scissor Sisters. Asuka talks shit while Kairi Sane looked like she had to take a shit. And then the Kabuki Warriors lost. Somehow. And then Rhea Ripley and Io broke up again.
yeah, they actually got their final scissor in right in that coat closet that they were passing. And it's now 2 weeks in, or well, not consecutive, but Io, she did a dive and gave herself a pile driver again. But this time she actually grimaced in pain, so she felt it.
Maybe she
I'm like-
shouldn't do that.
Well, that's what Mr. Peter Rosenberg got in trouble for saying that.
The law of averages dictates that eventually that's going to go wrong.
Yeah. Now I saw Stevie Richards did a video. It was like, Io's gonna kill herself. It's like, okay, calm down, buddy.
Yeah, he does the John Madden thing where he's got the pen.
Yeah.
We had Adam Pearce and Penta backstage. Javon Evans pulled up, said something useless. And then Ethan Page debuted, says he wants the IC title. And then Pearce set up a match between Page and Evans.
So we got our first call up.
Yes.
Because this is the Raw after WrestleMania where anything can happen. And now the energy wasn't there as it being a Raw after WrestleMania. But yes, that is one of the things. Anything can happen. So we got our first call up.
Then the Kaisers came out to talk shit and Taco. I guess he's taking Chad Gable's mask from him. And then he's going to party like it's 1999. And then CM Punk came out. He says he's dealt with a lot of loss over the past few months, but the fans will lift him past it. And then Punk wasn't even supposed to be champion, but he stayed ready and won the gold. Maybe it'll happen again. You never know. Then SmackDown's Cody Rhodes interrupts. He says he thought Punk was going to make a spectacle of himself, but he was wrong. And they say nothing. They just build off their homosexuality from last SmackDown. Then Punk says Cody just needs to keep being champion. Punk needs to be ready because you never know when the title match will just fall from the sky. Then he goes to leave. Cody stops him, says, just say win.
Yep. Just a weird tease that
They've
Punk
been
and Cody
teasing.
Rhodes.
Every time they talk, it's like, oh, it's got to happen eventually.
Yeah.
We had a Balor promo. He beat Dom. Now he wants to put his foot up JD McTurd's ass. And then Ethan Page beat Javon Evans. It was boring. Very boring. Rusev tried to cost Evans the match, but he sucks and failed. Then he beat the shit out of Evans until Penta came out. And Page helped Rusev beat the shit out of Penta. And then Rusev posed with the IC belt.
At least what they did was create that there's multiple challengers.
Yeah, I guess so. It looks like Rusev is the challenger.
Yeah, Rusev is probably next. And then I see Ethan Page probably being the one that takes the title, if not Rusev. But I think Rusev is getting it at the wrong time, like the title shot. Because again, Penta's getting, like, if this was, I don't know, a few months from now, maybe at SummerSlam, I would believe it. But I think it's a little bit too soon now if they do it. But it is possible that he does it. So
Danhausen killed some commercial time. He came out and said John Cena passed the torch to him, and then he threw a singular shirt into the crowd. Just one shirt. Then the Judgment Day had a segment. I skipped it. Some girl came out, had a girl match with Liv Morgan, and then Stephanie Vajivera showed up while Judgment Day were leaving to talk shit.
this was our second debut. This was Sol Ruka from NXT, obviously. So the rookie had a competitive match against the World Heavyweight Champion, women's version. So there is that. She had a good showing. I'll give her that. I wasn't. I know of Sol Ruka, but I don't like watch her week to week. So this, like, I've seen, she was at the Saturday night's main event against Bailey. She's at the Royal Rumble, and so she's had some main roster experience or exposure to us. So yeah, she looks like she is going to take the division by storm. And I also see what Kevin Nash was saying, because yeah, she is basically Javon Evans, but female version, and she's a lot more, as he said, urban. She strikes me as like a knockoff. Well, not a knockoff, but like a she reminds me of Lita.
What makes her urban?
I don't know. She's just urban.
Does she talk like Mia Yim?
No. She almost talks like RVD. She's like, she called Liv Morgan dude. Which she's not a dude, so
Yeah. Austin Theory and Logan Paul came out. Heyman gave respect to Brock Lesnar, and Logan Paul talked shit about winning the tag titles. They booed the shit out of him.
They did not like him, which makes sense, because I'm sure he's running a many a scams around Vegas.
Heyman says he owes Gunther one, and when he's ready for a favor, let him know. Braun Breaker came out, says he's got to hunt Rollins. Rollins came out with a chair, but ultimately got his ass kicked by Theory and Paul. And then the Street Profits came back, and they helped Rollins for some reason. And then Profits, Theory, and Paul brawl up to the entrance ramp. Rollins and Breaker start fighting, and Breaker speared Rollins twice. He also got busted open.
Yeah, that chair connected way too high on him.
And he used the same running spear that Roman does.
Yes. But shout out to Montez Ford, who, as you remember last time we showed him in the clip, he was fat. So he seems to have gotten himself back into shape. He actually uploaded to his Instagram like his progress pictures, so you can see his transformation. And you see, that's why we can talk about, well, that's why it should be okay to talk about their bodies. Rhea Ripley talking about her body is like taboo thing. But here we go. Montez Ford, he came out, he went viral for being fat, and now he's back in shape.
And he did something about it. Good for him.
Yeah.
Finn Balor beat JD McTurd with a coup de grace. Balor was bleeding too. Then Dominic attacked Balor after the match, and then Balor easily kicked his ass. So, good job.
And this match went like 4 or 5 or 3 or 4 minutes. So, again, the payoff. Actually, they did like these vignettes, both of them, before the match, and I think that lasted longer than the match did.
Just about, yeah. We had a Gunther interview. Paul Heyman owes him a favor, and he wants the world title. LA Knight interrupted, said he wants the world title too. Then Roman Reigns arrives to the arena 15 minutes before the show ends. The Usos were there.
Man, you don't need to. What's he gonna? What else did he need to be there for?
I don't know. The previous Raws, he was just sitting in the dressing room.
Well, we're on the champ's time now. Get there when he gets there.
Okay. So the Usos were there. The bloodline reunites. Yeah, I don't know. Then Jacob Fatu interrupted. He needs Roman's title. And Fatu doesn't want to be the tribal chief. He just wants everything the tribal chief has. He wants a match at Backlash. Roman says he's going to give Fatu a week to think about that. And then say yes next Monday.
Well, they're already promoting that Roman Reigns is going to wrestle at Backlash, so I don't think that Jacob Fatu is going to make the right choice here. He said, well, I did like his little, well, I liked all of it. It was surprising that Fatu came out. SmackDown's Jacob Fatu came out. And yeah, he's like, I need what you have. I don't want the tribal chief, but I want everything that the tribal chief has. So I like the aspect of it. Like, if I beat you and I get the title, that's, bigger schools, or, better schools for my kids. That's a bigger house. That's more cars. So it puts important on the title. But then you have Roman Reigns' side is like, you can't handle this burden. So, yeah, take a week, think about it. Unfortunately, again, they've already spoiled that Roman Reigns will be wrestling. Because this could have been a good spot for Jacob Fatu. Like, if he would have just fallen in line, like Roman Reigns said, Roman could have got him all that stuff. The bigger house. Remember when the Usos were under Roman Reigns and he had him eating mahi mahi on the plains, and Jimmy was like, "Oh, there's I don't know if I should buy this house or this house," and it's like, buy both of them. You can, like, we're at the top now. So yeah, had Jacob made the right choice, he could have had all that. Now
I liked everything up to the point where Fatu started doing his catchphrases.
Oh yeah,
Because I'm all gas. No, okay, we get it.
and also they left they tried to leave a teaser, or what is it, a hook for next week. Don't answer me right now. Answer me next week.
Yeah.
Live on Monday Night Raw, starting at 7. You answer me live on Raw next week on Netflix.
Remember when they used to fit in the $9.99 WWE network?
Oh yeah. All seamlessly into the promo. Yeah.
But it was blatant.
Yeah. Shawn Michaels was the worst at it. He was like, on the WWE network for $9.99, and he looked.
So Jacob Fatu.
Boy, those days.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, Jacob Fatu is definitely not winning. So there's that.
There is that. Maybe he'll learn a lesson. He's gonna step up, and then he's gonna learn his lesson. Maybe he'll then fall in line like he should. And again, you can get all that stuff. You just gotta let Roman Reigns lead. He's got to be where he is for the family to be where they're at.
He's got to lead until they get tired of it and then feud again.
Yeah, they start building towards it again.
Yeah,
building towards the Jacob Fatu split.
We're tired of him. He's mean.
Although it seems more like it's building towards a Jey Uso split.
Again? Jesus Christ. Okay.
Well, I mean, maybe not, but after we talk about SmackDown, yeah, it kind of seems that way.
All right. Good segue. We are in Fort Worth, Texas. Same exact WrestleMania recap as Raw. And then the walkers were Cody Rhodes, Rhea Ripley, Little fucking Yachty, Trick Williams, and a gingerbread man. And then finally Danhausen. Jacob Fatu opened. He recapped what he said on Raw, like almost word for word. Then he tried to tell everyone. He tried to say that everyone tells him that he's not ready when he's been like at the top of the card wherever he goes. So I don't know who's telling him that. And then if Roman Reigns doesn't think Jacob Fatu is ready, he needs to step into the ring and prove it. So the Usos interrupted, and they want Fatu to go after Cody's title instead and join the Bloodline. Jey Uso said some dumb shit about going to war, whatever. Then the Bloodline ultralight interrupt.
I was going to say that's the part that I said it sounded like Jey Uso's kind of maybe building for Jey Uso to go against Roman, because, yeah, he said, so Jimmy was like, go after Cody and then fall in line with the Bloodline. That's the play. That's the play we run. And Jey Uso said,
you already fucked up.
It's too late now. You see, you got to go step up. So
it sounded like they were good cop, bad copping him.
Yeah. Oh, also, the fans started booing the whole join the bloodline thing, and Jimmy was like, Don't listen to these fools. They ain't gonna put food on your table," which is very heelish. So, what the
Yeah.
hell's going on?
I don't know. So the Bloodline Ultralight interrupts. Solo wants Fatu to join them again. What the fuck are we doing?
A civil war, maybe? I don't know.
All right.
Maybe they all join
Okay. Sure.
because the MFTs
Need
don't have
something.
anybody to.
Yeah.
They don't have anybody to feud with anymore, unfortunately. By the way, so we'll talk about it later, but the releases were before SmackDown aired, and they were trickling in, and then you don't see Talatanga is like, oh. But they mentioned, like, they made a mention of it on TV, so
I didn't even notice he was gone.
yeah, he wasn't there. It was like, oh.
Tamatanga reads my mind. He's like, it's a waste of time for us to be out here. Jacob Fatu's a lost cause. He's not beating Roman. So what are we doing? And then Fatu super kicks Tama and then challenges Solo.
It was there's so many facets of what he said that made sense. He's like, oh, he's not going to beat Roman. Like, he can't even beat you, to Solo, which is also, it's both a shot. It's like, he can't even beat you, like, because you're below Roman, and also kind of manipulation to get to goat Solo into a match, like he did with Tamatanga the week before.
Some girls were interviewed about a girl match. Tiffany Stratton won it. Stratton was interviewed. I skipped that too.
Tiffany Stratton won the United States title from Julia. So, yeah, there goes that. Julia, beforehand, she was upset at Kiana James, her manager, because she was like, this is the SmackDown after WrestleMania, which means it's not WrestleMania. So she was upset that she wasn't on the WrestleMania card. And yeah, led to the match with Tiffany Stratton. The thing of note here is Julia had a nip slip, and it's circulating online.
Damn, maybe I should.
And then she lost. And then she lost her title.
There you go. Lose your dignity and your title.
Yeah, and I think, which we can talk. We'll talk about it later.
Danhausen went to Miz's house.
Yeah, a little home invasion.
Paige and Abella came out. Then Charlotte and the other one interrupted. There was an impromptu girl match. Some other girls interrupted.
This is our first debuts on SmackDown. It is Fatal Influence.
What?
Yes. I'm sorry, our first call-ups.
Fatal Influence?
Yes. So the long story of it is they used to be led by Mandy Rose before she chose whoredom over her wrestling career. So then they put new members of the group, and then this is that new group.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So Mandy Rose chose being a whore over this.
Royce Keys reminded us that he's from the hood.
Yep. They even got a barber this time. And they interviewed him.
Where's Booker?
I was wondering if these are like actually people like from his little childhood.
Who knows? Probably not.
Yeah, but it's like, where are they going with this?
He's certainly not
Just-
wrestling because
it just-
wasn't he like in the crowd?
Yeah, he was in the crowd on Monday.
Like, what the fuck are you doing in the crowd? Shouldn't you be in the ring?
Well, Monday they were doing I don't know. These are the SmackDown people, I
Okay.
guess. But yeah, he was. I don't know. I don't know what they're going for here, but just to keep reminding us that he's from the hood.
Yeah. It's just really weird.
And then even more weird is the fact that he's so, I guess, close with Solo.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Like, this guy's over here from the hood, and you got Solo. Oh yeah, we go way back.
Well, Cody Rhodes came out. He said he took Randy Orton's best shot, still standing. And he talked shit about Sami Zayn for some reason. Are we going to have a Sami Zayn Cody Rhodes match?
No, he tied it all in together. I didn't really follow it, but he tied it all in together.
Cody says he's ready for all comers and he's not going anywhere. So you don't really say anything.
Yes. And then he slipped in the whole TKO thing, said like count your money and shut up.
Yeah. You're 0-3. Okay. You know, Cody, you've been a part of this. So you're 0-3 as well.
Yep. Wonder who they're gonna do next year.
Steven Seagal. R-Truth and Damian Priest beat the MFTs. So it's looking like Fatu telling them no was a good choice.
Yep. And on to Monday he goes.
We got more Danhausen jokes. He hit Miz in the balls with a golf club. Miz threw something in Maurice's face. It was meant for Danhausen. And Danhausen stole Miz's daughter's bike. And the Slammy trophy.
That Danhausen. This is his second segment of the night, by the way.
We had Trick Williams, the Little Yachty, and the Gingerbread Man coming out. And Williams bitch slapped some guy for no reason on his way out. And I laughed and laughed and laughed. So I'm watching this, and then suddenly dawned on me that, oh, Sammy's going to be the Gingerbread Man. Sure enough, it turned out to be the Gingerbread Man. Beat up Williams and Little Yachty. It's the way he was dancing.
Yeah, it was definitely Sammy's moves. But there's some tragedy in this segment. As Little Yachty was on the mic first. And he said, WrestleMania is come and gone, and all the celebrities, the celebrity tour is over, and I'm still here. So, what does that tell you? That's what he said, by the way.
He's here to stay.
Yes. And then he likened himself to being Don King to Trick Williams being Mike Tyson, which is not quite the correlation I think he was thinking about. But Basically, he's saying he's going to be the manager for Mike Tyson. I'm sorry, for Trick.
Well,
Don
Good.
King was the promoter, you see. He wasn't the manager. He was just the promoter. So that's why it didn't make sense.
I got you. Yeah. Royce Keys did the "I'm just getting started" after winning the Andre the Giant Battle Royal spiel. And then he tried to get Solo tried to recruit him again.
Yes.
Danhausen beat The Miz. He cursed him and won the match.
The Miz once beat John Cena at WrestleMania, by the way, for the title.
He did, yeah. The Miz was a world champion.
2-time Grand Slam champion.
Yeah.
And now he's losing to Danhausen in
Because-
like 3 minutes.
Because of sparklers.
Well, they got him good. There's that, but
Rhea Ripley came out to talk some shit. Then some girls interrupted. There was an impromptu girl match. Rhea Ripley ultimately got her ass kicked.
yes. So this was Fatal Influence, the same ones from before. And they got a lot of heat, which was, I guess, a good sight to see. Like it was definitely unexpected because it was like overheat, like Dom heat. Like every time JC Jane tried to talk, they would, out boo her. Kind of like, okay, it was like Logan Paul got on Monday. And
Was
yeah,
it that bad?
yes, like every time she tried to talk, they were just booing her out the building.
Okay.
And
Paul really got it.
yeah. And yeah, so online you had people going back and forth on whether or not it was, if it was like, I don't know. Some people were saying it was go away heat because they're, I don't know, they hate her for whatever reason. I don't think that many people hate her, as like that many people's not even watching NXT. But yes, that's what people were going back and forth. Like this wasn't good heat. This was go away heat. But heat is heat. Just ask Logan Paul.
Why would they hate her that bad?
I don't know.
Okay.
So that's the thing. Like, I'm sure some of it was like everybody else just jumping in on it because, oh, we're booing this person. Okay. But yeah, this was like really bad in a good way for them for a debut. As I'm sure Logan Paul also loves his loves the reaction he was getting too.
Well, finally, we have Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa. The MFTs interfered. Then the Usos came out to watch. And Fatu won with a moonsault. And the MFTs attacked Fatu after Fatu single-handedly took them all out. And then he put Tonga Loa through a table, or through the announce desk, which was funny because Tonga Loa fell off the announce desk and he had to get back on there.
Yeah, he was trying to position himself and fell off.
Yeah. And then Fatu said he'd see the Usos on Raw.
So to Monday we go. Again, it's building a story, so that's good. That's good. Unfortunately, again, they kind of already spoiled his answer.
Yep.
Like you couldn't just wait and you couldn't hold off on promoting the match and let them freaking tell the story.
Nope.
You
They
had to
gotta-
go ahead and
They gotta sell them tickets.
yeah.
But that was SmackDown. And that is our Wrestling Rewind.
Because we started with it.
We did.
Well, there you go. So that means we are on to our stories. But before we do, of course, we got to check the chat. See how you guys are doing. Again, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We're on our way to 600 subscribers, which means we're on our way to 1,000 subscribers. We're going to get there eventually. It's just a matter of time now. I feel it. Feel it in my loins. And what else? Follow us on all of our social medias, link in the description by the like button. So while you're down there hitting the like button, you can look in our link in the description. We may be coming back to Spotify.
You said that.
I did.
Yeah, you keep saying that.
Well, there's a login issue, but I've been getting more into Spotify. It's not a bad platform, so I think we
I like
can.
Spotify.
Yeah, and I see that our show, has gotten a 1-star review. So I'm sorry, a 5-star review, 1 5-star review, and we haven't uploaded in 3 years or 2 years or something like that. So someone someone reviewed our show and gave it 5 stars, and it was not me.
Did they say anything?
No.
Oh.
But it was like, oh man, someone was actually listening on Spotify. So we got to come back for that person and more people. And again, I've been getting more into Spotify. I like the platform over there. So
My favorite feature is the weekly recommendations for songs. I also like the DJ.
the AI DJ,
Mhm.
that's what I've been like. The AI DJ is like, I've been playing around with that. It's been doing pretty good. So it's like, oh man, I don't even have to like choose a song. You know, like when it hits it just right, and it's like song after song after song, it's just banger, banger, banger.
Yeah.
It's like, God.
The only thing is, I wish I could change the voice.
Yeah.
I feel like it's Boomani Jones.
I'm sure they'll add that at some point.
I don't know. I've been subscribed forever, and I don't know.
Well, I just know I've gotten like into it more, so I don't know how long this has even been around.
A couple of years.
The AI thing?
Yeah. It's
Oh.
been a while.
Oh, maybe they won't then. But yes, with all that out of the way, let's get into some stories.
Alrighty.
And we can start. We'll end with the releases because that is going to take up the most time. So we will start with CM Punk. Let's talk about CM Punk. And I didn't know we were going to talk about this story because it's like, oh, another fan reaction. But then Lance Storm jumped in and he had a good point. So I thought that maybe we'd talk about it just to get his perspective. So CM Punk, he had an interaction with a fan. This came after WrestleMania 42. And this was first reported by TMZ. He was in a hotel with a fan, and I guess that's the setup. The video is going to show you what happened here. So we'll go ahead and roll it.
We love you, Belly.
Sorry, man. Sorry, punk. Sorry, punk.
Oh, wait, that's Ace Steel. So, yeah, that's the video. First of all, I didn't recognize that was Ace Steel. You definitely don't want him getting involved in the situation.
No shit.
Because, you know, he goes to 100 from 0. So, yeah, that's the video there. CM Punk, he slaps the phone out of this Joker's hand, who's, again, this is at a hotel. We have a nice moment between Bailey and AJ Lee. They're just embracing each other. This guy is
Out in public.
In a hotel.
In public. There's a whole bunch of shit. There's a whole bunch of fucking people there.
There is, but not that close.
That was a little close. I'll give you that.
This guy is like giggling. We love you, Bailey.
It seemed like he had some issues.
I don't think he had issues.
It seemed like he had, because that could have been it, yeah.
Because I assume this is like the Vegas hotel.
I thought it was just a retard.
No, I think it is.
Because he's like, I'm sorry, punk. I'm sorry.
Well, there's been an update. If you do care about it, there's been an update to it. The fan, he's not going to, sue. He's not going to go to the cops. He just wants an apology from Punk.
Oh, good.
So
that's nice of him.
There's that. But first of all, too far? Do you think it was too far? Did he overstep his bounds?
The fan?
Yes.
Yeah, I think getting them that close was a little much. Like if they're at the point where she's actually physically putting her hand on the dude's phone.
Yeah.
That's pretty close.
Yeah, there's two things here. One, it is the fact that that's CM Punk's wife. So as a man, your wife and your kids, you're going to be overprotective for them. So this guy's pressing up from that video. He's like the only one in the hallway with them at this point. And he's recording.
No, it wasn't like that because it looked like there was like a little lobby. So there's people around. It wasn't like he was cornering them.
He was following them.
Yeah, he was getting video of them. They were hugging publicly in the little hallway.
But he was following them. He wasn't getting video. He thought he was part of it. He thought he was next.
He was gonna get hugged.
Yes.
Okay.
Throwing out, we love you, Bailey. Like, I don't know. Get back, dude.
Yeah, he was a little close.
And then, yeah, she even said, get away. Like, yes, it is in public. I get that.
They bitch about this shit all the time. What the fuck are they doing just stopping and giving them that opportunity? They keep putting themselves in this fucking situations, and then we're supposed to feel bad for them. I'm sick of it.
I don't think we're supposed to feel bad for them.
We are. We're supposed to feel sorry for them. Like, oh, look at the poor defenseless wrestlers getting accosted by fans. You know what?
No,
don't charge so much on your fucking meet and greets, and that shit won't happen. How about that?
That's true. It does seem to be a thing that's happening more because meet and greets are so expensive now that they have to do this, meet you at a hotel.
And I get that was very uncomfortable, but he wasn't like, I don't know, he wasn't doing anything to warrant an ass kicking.
Well, the thing we will say is there is not enough context here because
I think
Bailey
there's plenty of
saying,
context. They were walking, AJ Lee and Bailey, they were walking to, I guess, their hotel room, and they hugged, and that dude was following them, trying to get video. He was very overzealous, and he was invading their personal space, absolutely. And they told him to get away, and then Punk came and smacked the phone out of his hand.
yeah, but we don't know how long he was following them.
Well, I don't think it matters.
Maybe. But you see, like, even at the beginning of the video, there he's recording them. I don't know. It could matter a little bit.
I don't think so, because just how close he was at that moment. If he would have stayed back, I think it would have been different.
Yes, if he would have stayed back, it'd definitely. I don't even think this. None of this happens if he would have stayed back.
Exactly, but she could physically, like, you know how close you have to be to, for someone to actually put their hand on your phone.
Yeah, that guy was in there.
Yeah, so,
like I said, he thought he was next for a hug.
yeah. So I mean,
And
I don't know. That was a bit uncomfortable. That was a bit overzealous. But it's like, don't fucking, like, they stopped and gave him that opportunity. And like you said, that dude was following them. Like, we saw him follow them to that area. What'd they think? He was just going to stop?
or maybe this was their time. Like, what are they gonna do? Go all the way to the? They were just giving it a nice little hug.
The hotel room was 2 feet away from where that incident was.
I didn't see a room.
Well,
was there a room there?
They walked through a door. Punk and AJ Lee did.
Oh, yeah, I guess there are rooms in the back there.
So they could have went there. It wasn't that much further. It's not like they had to go up like 10 flights of stairs. But no, they stopped when somebody was following them, did their little moment, and then got miffed that the dude was that close when he was that close to begin with.
That's true. But I'm also team, get back.
And I understand that, but don't fucking put yourself in that position. Like, you have like some responsibility in that too. It's not just a one-way street. Unfortunately, I wish I could say like everybody's respectful and, understands boundaries and shit, but that's not the case. And that's not the case because you've been bitching about it for fucking years.
True.
So stop it.
Yeah, that's true. And again, he's not gonna press charges or anything, but he just wants his apology from Punk.
Well, you can wish in one hand and shit in the other.
Now, we do have a reaction from Lance Storm, but before we get to that, there's some context I need to add here. So this was one of 4 incidences that happened just over the WrestleMania weekend. We didn't talk about them. So there was one where Elena Black, she got
Who?
Cora Jade.
Oh.
She was at a event, and apparently she got I don't know how to put it. So she says it was SA, but now that we know more about the story, the guy grabbed her ass. So I don't know if that was actually SA or not, but
I think technically it is.
She just got groped, it sounds like. But I guess, yeah, if you're being technical about it and it was unwarranted, then yes, she got assaulted. There was that. There was Royce Keys. He had an incident. And
Who's gonna fuck? Who's gonna fuck with Royce Keys?
well, they're going to do it from afar.
Well, yeah, from afar and behind a bulletproof glass.
Like stand behind the car before you do anything.
Right. I saw these two. I saw a video of these two bears fighting, and one bear like used a tree, and they were kind of like spinning around it, and then until the bigger bear just decided to give up. That'd be me
Yeah.
and Royce Keys.
Yeah, that's the old thing. You like do the whole run around the table thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, something happened with Drew McIntyre. I wasn't. I don't remember what happened with him, but
That's
he had an
another one. What?
incident.
Why would you fuck with the big guys?
I don't know.
Fuck with Danhausen.
Yeah,
Well, okay. To be clear, don't fuck with anybody. But I'm just saying, if you're gonna mess with somebody, it's not gonna be the big guy, Mister Kill you with one punch.
yeah. Mess with the one who, if he gets you, it's not going to end well for you.
Yeah. I don't care how fake wrestling is. Those muscles are real.
Yeah.
That fat you have is real, and so are his muscles.
Yeah. Some people just got to pick better situations here, but that's the context. So there was 4 incidences. So Lance Storm is kind of speaking on all of them here. So let's see what he says about the whole situation here.
I think it's a societal issue, and it comes down to consent. And I'm just sick of it. We need to be more respectful. We need consent. I'm sick of the defense of people's treatment of talent. These women are getting stalked. They're getting stuff sent to their homes. They're having people show up at their homes. Sonya Deville had a guy break into her home while she was there and try to abduct her. Like, we have to take into account the safety of talent, the safety of women. I'm tired of the Epstein files. I'm tired of Harvey Weinstein defenders, Vince McMahon defenders. It comes down to consent. And while this individual fan may not have been a big threat, the fans there put these women in a non-consensual situation. They crowded them and pressured them. And when Bailey and, was it AJ, tried to get away, they followed them. When this fan put a camera in their face, Bailey put it down, saying no. No means no. I'm sick of it. It's not, I get to put it up again. Punk said, no, you don't. Punk's in the right. And if you think Punk could have acted better, could have done something different, yeah, maybe, sure. But the fans and this guy clearly did not have consent to do what they were doing, and Punk said no means no. And I'm just tired of it. And I hear the excuses. Well, it's not every fan. Yeah, it's not every man. But you know what? Until every fan and every man does better, so people can feel safe in their own space or in a public space, we need to do better. And it's just, I'm at the end of my rope, as you can probably tell. And I think we need to respect it. And whether you're going to do the, well, they're in public and he has a right and I have a right to do this. It's like, if your right to do what you want steps on someone else's right to feel safe, you're the one in the wrong. And I will not budge on that. And I've had enough. And I think everyone needs to look at this. And again, Elena Black got grabbed or touched inappropriately. It's like, don't crowd someone without permission. Don't touch someone without permission. Don't film or photograph someone without permission. And if you crowd them in a mob and you're putting them in a position where it's easier for them to say yes than say what they wanted to say, that's coercion. That's not consent. And it needs to stop.
So there you have it. He put it, I think he summed it up pretty perfectly. Every word of that. was just spot on.
Okay.
Except for one thing. Yes. Yes, that's why I brought it up. Vince McMahon, she consented to what Vince McMahon, like they were in a agreement.
Yeah. They had a
So,
contract, didn't they? Isn't that why they're in court?
well, they had I believe they had a non-disclosure.
Okay.
I don't know what other contract they had, but yes, what
They
Vince
had an
McMahon did
agreement.
was, yes, they had an agreement. They were in a relationship. So she says. Well, I think he says it too. So yes, there was definitely consent. So everything else he said was, you know, and I was just, I think it's funny that he snuck his woke agenda into this whole thing.
He sure as shit did. God damn. When did Lance Storm turn into such a liberal pussy? I mean, yeah, he had some good points. The only thing I would say is that, I don't know, pictures and video. Sorry, bro, you're a public figure. And if you don't like that, then write your congressman. Don't bitch about your woke agenda. Nah.
Yeah. But
However, the public figure does have the right to say, no, I don't want to be videotaped. And then whatever happens, happens. You get embarrassed on TMZ because you get your phone snapped out of your hand.
yeah, and then and then the fans just gonna. Well, he's learned a lesson, and this is what I was
Apparently
talking about.
not. He's expecting an apology.
Yeah, he still thinks he's the victim
Yeah.
and did nothing wrong. That was just the funniest part of it all. But this is what I was saying. You know, I don't know if we talked about it on there or off air, but this is what I was saying. At a certain point, you got to put the game tape out there. You're not going to be messed with like this. So him slapping the phone out of that fan's hand puts the game tape out there that if someone else sees him and his wife in a public setting or in a hotel and they're shoving a camera in the face, then it's not going to go well for them.
Unless they are bigger.
Yeah.
Because
But it's still, I mean,
we've seen how Punk can fight.
we have, but I'm just saying you gotta put the game tape out there that this is at least there's going to be something's happening if you do this. It might not go my way, but something's happening.
That's true. That's a good point. I think the Elena Black thing, that's egregious.
Yeah.
What you don't know what happened in the other ones, right? Just
I
some shit
don't.
happened.
Yeah, I saw it, but I don't remember.
Yeah.
The Elena Black one was by far the worst, but
That one, yeah. So what is this the dude?
Unfortunately the black dude in the picture, yeah.
So he's taking a picture with her or something?
There's not a lot of details behind it. So the video was like she was recording him as he was leaving, and she was like basically saying, "Oh, you think it's okay to grab women's asses?" And yeah, and she's like, "Get him the fuck out of here!" And that's the extent of it. So, I mean, she probably added onto it afterwards, but yeah, the gist of it was she wanted to get his picture out there so that he gets banned for life. Kind of looks like I don't know. He probably was just taking a picture and then, like, I'm trying to think of the situation where he got it close enough to get the ass.
Maybe he did the walk and grab.
Oh, just like walk up behind her. And I wonder if it was like was it like a good grab, or was it like a glancing grab? Like, did he get his money's worth?
Let's
Did he
check
touch
it
a
out.
little lip?
Hey, you're a sick fucking pig. You like to grab women's ass? And you like to come to conventions?
not doing
Fuck
that.
you. You're fucking sick and disgusting, you fucking pig. Get the fuck out. Hey, you're
Yeah, so that's all we got there. So we don't have and it seems like he's getting escorted out already, so
Yeah. I was not doing that. Okay.
like how good of a grab did he get? Oh, I don't know.
Good enough to get the fuck you in the middle finger. So you got a good handful.
Yeah. Was she wearing shorts? Did you get up in there? Like, how far in there did you get?
Do you think maybe he incidentally brushed her?
Not from what it seems. It seems like, yeah, he did a good grab.
Yeah, don't do that.
Now, some people say that, and again, they're just judging it based off of that video, but it looks like maybe, like you said with the CM Punk guy, maybe he's not all there. But it could also be that this guy's flustered because he's getting swarmed by security here, getting walked out of the building. She's shoving a phone in his face.
Yeah, how do you like
to
it?
be flustered.
I'm sure he's a little flustered. Although, what did you think was going to happen?
I don't know. Yeah, did he stick around afterwards? Like, you just thought he was going to brush over? Like, he should have, I don't know, drive by, just like grabbing
and dart.
Yeah. Like, he's slow walking out, but again, the security's with him, so maybe he didn't want to make any fast movements and get tackled. But yeah, there is that. And there's the CM Punk thing. So let us know what you think about it in the comments. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And we can go to our next story. That story being Ric Flair. Oh no, I missed the timestamp on the. Oh no, I got it. Okay, it's right. So Ric Flair, he went on the Ariel Helwani show this week, and basically his whole thing was pretty much a soundbite. So there was one clip that I didn't catch, where he basically talked about how Charlotte Flair was done wrong, being as she was in a tag team match during WrestleMania, as opposed to being in a singles title match, which it should have been. I didn't capture that because that is his daughter. So what do you expect him to say? But he made some other headlines during this same interview. The first one here is him talking about not going to WrestleMania 42, and it is a shocking reason why he's not going to WrestleMania 42. So let's go ahead and play that.
I know what I've accomplished. I know what I've done. I feel like, and I do feel this way, that I should have a red carpet wherever I go. And I'm not afraid to tell you that. I didn't get invited to WrestleMania this year. I threatened to beat up Tiffany Stratton's husband last year. I wasn't allowed to go. A 24-year-old kid being threatened by a 76-year-old man, and I can't go to WrestleMania. Are you kidding me? That English kid. He's going to go as far in wrestling as a net. He'll be a fly on the wall in a year.
What happened there?
Well, they had that thing, you know, where Tiffany made a smart remark about Ashley's divorces, which we both know she's not smart enough to have written. Somebody gave her a script. And then he implied that, you know, I'm just going based on social media, once again, which there's a lot, that he was implying that he wouldn't bum one off Ashley. And I went, okay, I need your number. I got it, which I can get anybody's number I want any minute of any day. And I called him. I said, hey, when I see you, I'm going to beat the shit out of you. So he went like a little bitch, told Hunter, and I wasn't allowed to go.
So since then, he's
going to really go far in the business. A 76-year-old man tells a 24-year-old kid he's going to kick his ass. And where is he now? Is he even on the roster?
Is this Ludwig Kaiser?
Yeah, little punk.
He's actually in Mexico right now.
I'm sure he is. I hope he stays.
So since then, since that interaction, you've been told to stay away?
No, but I just, you know, I know this is sad to say, but because of the relationships I have with guys like Taker, who's real, Austin, who's real, and all this, if you were behind the lines, like, even though I'm not there, I know everything because I know everybody. There should be a red carpet for me, a red carpet to the front row. And that's how I feel about it. What my contributions to this business and the work that I put in, hours of trying to make wrestling something that it is today. And I got to have problems with politics. Give me a break. Come on. I mean, I'm not mad at anybody. I understand it's politics now. It's too much politics and not enough wrestling.
Wow.
So there was a lot there.
God. Did he say anything correct?
No, he didn't.
Because first of all, wasn't that the story was that Stratton and Charlotte was starting to like bum rush her on the promos and the interviews and shit. And then Stratton brought up the divorce. And then Charlotte said that Kaiser was sliding into her DMs, and that's when Kaiser responded.
Yeah, he missed all that.
Apparently. He also said he was English. He says he knows everything and everybody, can get everybody's phone number, but he doesn't know anything about Kaiser.
Well, you see, he was big time in Kaiser, kind of.
Okay.
But yeah, so yeah, basically what Flair's talking about here is back in the WrestleMania build with Stratton and Charlotte Flair, where Tiffany Stratton, she threw out the "What's your record? 0-3," and it was a moment that happened because Charlotte Flair was kind of going off script in her promos, and it was getting really awkward between them. And this was kind of like the blow off of her doing the 0-3 thing. And then Charlotte's like, is that why Kaiser's in my DMs? And Kaiser then goes to social media and is like, no, essentially, no, I have Tiffany Stratton. And I guess that is what Flair saw. And yeah, he threatened to beat Kaiser's ass over it. It's funny, he said that, he said he wouldn't bum one off my daughter. Like, what are you even talking about? Like,
he doesn't know.
Like, think about what you're saying right now. He doesn't want to have sex with your daughter, and that's a problem.
He's slurring. He's talking about how there should be a red carpet for him wherever he goes. Where the fuck do you think you are?
I mean, I don't know. I kind of agree with him on that point.
The red carpet, wherever he goes?
In wrestling, yes.
Okay.
Yes, if he was going to the I wouldn't say the Hall of Fame, but if he was going to WrestleMania, yes, they should have definitely treated him. I mean, his buddy, his one of his best buddies, Triple H, is head of creative. You would think they would roll out a red carpet.
I don't know if they're friends anymore.
They might not be.
I think Flair ruined that relationship.
Well, he said, and he mentioned, like, yeah, they don't really talk too much in this same interview. So he did say that he didn't talk about a falling out. He just said they just don't talk anymore. People just grow apart, aka Triple H doesn't have any more need for Flair, so he's moved on.
It's probably mutual.
But yeah, that was the first thing here. Flair threatening to beat Kaiser up. I do like how he was like, Hawani was like, and that's why you couldn't go to WrestleMania. And he was like, no. So why'd you even bring it up? Like, it seems like you just wanted to bring that story up just to bring that story up.
And then you circle back to the red carpet again.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? I'm so glad that I wasn't like a big fan of his.
Yeah.
Every time I see him, it's just getting worse and worse.
Yeah, he kind of needs to sit down now. As I said, he's like almost 80. Like, just calm down.
Right. I'm just glad my hero was just a bullshitter.
Fair. Well, he didn't stop there because he would go on to then talk about well, for some reason he brings up Stevie Richards and Dutch Mantell. I'll go ahead and say that's who it is because we're going to take a while to get there. But yeah, he would also then go and talk about them in the same interview. So let's play this clip here.
Which he did, I think, more than Vince did. We did Revolution, restored my confidence, because Bischoff had completely killed me. So I can't get mad at him.
Wait, it's back more. Sorry.
Our relationship.
1956.
Yeah, we're almost there.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I can't see the time thing.
Now I got to start over.
Not the same. But he has a lot on his plate. It's running the WWE and being in charge of this and that and constantly being scrutinized. I mean, if I look at my page, I get nothing. I get punks like fucking Stevie, what's his name? Stevie Richards and Zeb Coulter, whatever his name is, or what's the guy's name?
Yes, with the big beard. He was with Jack Swagger.
Yeah.
The name is escaping me, but I know exactly who you're talking about.
For a guy that has suffered serious health problems, not as serious as mine, I would keep my mouth shut. Because if you don't have a legacy, you can't talk about a legacy. And he and Stevie Richards and that little jack off, what's the kid's name that does the interviews for him? Oh, God. I call him the peanut shell. The guy that does the interviews for Zeb.
Zeb, by the way, is Dutch Mantell.
I know, Dutch Mantell, yeah.
Yes. And so
now I understand. I'll tell you a great story. I love it.
Please.
we're in Marietta, Georgia. And Lex Luger used to always speak of himself in the third person. And you look at Jack Mulligan, who was the agent, and he goes, why would a Lex Luger wrestle a, what's his real name again?
Dutch?
Dutch
Mantel.
And now I understand. Now I understand why Luger said it. Who in the fuck is Dutch Mantel? A fuzzball with serious health problems that should mind his own business. And Stevie Richards, my little finger is bigger than his neck.
So these guys are talking about you online, and it's getting to you and bothering you.
No, it doesn't bother me. I laugh at it. How could it bother me? Who are they? You got to be. I just talked to. I was just in Vegas, and I just talked to Donald Trump on the phone myself. Do I give a shit about those guys? They don't even have Donald's number.
What was the context there?
I can call Charles Barkley. I can call Shaq. I can call. There's no name somebody famous that I can. Mark Wahlberg. I mean, I can call anybody because I've earned their respect. Darius Rucker, Kid Rock, Snoop Dogg. I have all their numbers right here on speed dial. These guys don't know anything and don't know shit. But the only way they make a dime, and I'm sure it's a minimal amount of money, is by cracking on people that are successful. And the older you get, and the more successful you stay, and the more relevant you stay, the more jealous they get.
I thought, by the way, when you were listing all those names, I thought you were going to say Ariel Helwani too, you know.
There we go. So yeah, that's his crack at Dutch Mantel and Stevie Richards. So he went after them as well.
Whose neck is smaller than Flair's pinky.
Yes. Now, Stevie Richards, he did reply. Which I don't have here because it's like a 30-minute reply. So
yeah. Basically, he said, well, you could have said some other things. And the Peanut Shell replied as well. He was a little bit more visceral.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
And Dutch, he does his shows on a time, so he will. I'm sure he'll reply the next time he does a show. Like, he's not gonna make any impromptu videos, Dutch Mantel. Like, he's there when he's there. So,
which makes him the real winner.
Yeah. But yeah, Ric Flair, it does seem like this whole interview was like stroking his ego.
Well, I like when he's like, oh, so it's bothering you. No, it's not bothering me. Well, what the fuck? This is like the second interview you brought up.
Yeah.
And not the second interview, but like you're just going after all these people.
Yeah. And then his whole, it was a little bit like, okay, like, if you're gonna do this, at least have their name. Because they kept doing the what's his name? What's his name?
Oh yeah. Which ironically, Dutch Mantel does that.
Does he?
Yeah. Who's the guy? Who's that? What's his name? Maybe it's the chair shots.
I mean, but after he's told you, then.
Oh yeah, Dutch still asks.
Oh.
It's very frustrating listening to his podcast.
Maybe it's just like an old thing.
Old wrestler thing.
I mean, I'm sure myself too. It's like, usually when I hear someone's name, I got to get it a couple times before I actually get it. But if I'm telling, like, I don't know, my short term memory is good. So if I tell a story, then it's going to be, I'll have it then. I don't know what that has to do with anything at all.
Well, Flair and Dutch Mantel have been going back and forth for a couple, or at least the past year. And Stevie's harmless. I don't know why you would take offense to anything he says.
Yeah. I mean, I see what he's saying. Like, I'm sure they don't just go after him like he's portraying here, but he's basically what he's saying is they do what we do. They just cover stuff that happens in wrestling.
Yeah. And
Ric Flair happens to keep making himself in
he
these
keeps
stories.
embarrassing himself.
Yeah. Like, what was the last one? He was the cameo thing, or
the cameo thing. Before that, he got kicked out of that that bar.
Yeah, drunk in a bar and he got kicked out for having too much. So yeah, he keeps doing this stuff to make himself in the news, and then they just talk about it, and then so
yeah, stop showing your ass and people won't fucking talk about you.
Yeah.
Like he's talking about legacy. He's got to have killed whatever legacy he had. Because now anybody's going to remember him as being a slurred, incoherent fool. They can't tell the difference between British and German.
Well, yes. I can see how you would have made that mistake, though.
I can't.
At a certain point, you're just like, he's some kind of non-American.
No, Flair's just an embarrassment.
He is that.
And he's delusional. Like, he still thinks he's Ric Flair, and he's not. He's just a sad old man.
Well, that's the thing. He definitely lives his gimmick. Or he is I don't know. At this point, I don't think he can tell between the gimmick and not. Like, he's probably lost himself as to who he really is, and now he's only the gimmick.
That's not even the gimmick, though.
Well, it was.
This isn't the style and profile and wheel and deal and kiss stealing son of a gun. This is a pathetic old man taking pot shots at really harmless people for no reason, for the littlest of slights. I think Dutch Mantel may have been a little bit more if anything, he would have been the more vicious one, but from what I've heard, nothing too bad. Nothing like this. But for the past like for the past few years, though, anytime this motherfucker's talked about, it's never anything good.
Yeah, it's definitely nothing good. Like I said, he probably should just sit down, but I don't know. Why was he even on the Ariel Helwani show? Like, maybe not even do that interview.
Probably, yeah.
But yes, there's that, and there you have it. Flair calls out those gentlemen, and yeah, basically, it was the whole interview was something to listen to, and he was only on for like 30 minutes or so. So
yeah, check out James Romero's response.
James Romero.
Yeah,
I'll go check that out
because he was he was living or savoring it, I guess. It's like, oh, it's my time. But yeah, he ripped a.
Oh, okay, the chicken taco that does the interview. I don't know what I came up with there. The guy who does the interview on Stevie's show.
Yeah, Stevie and Dutch.
Yeah. Well, I don't really watch Dutch that much, but
No.
on Stevie's, okay. Now I know who you're talking about. I didn't know his last name. The guy with the haircut.
We've literally talked about him multiple times.
The guy with the haircut.
I guess.
I called him. No, it was what did Elaine call that guy? Chicken Parmesan.
Oh, a vegetable lasagna.
Yeah, that guy. But yeah, it's just the guy who does all the interviews. Okay. So there you go. Check that out. Let us know what you think about it in the comments below, Ric Flair and such. And hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We'll see you on the next one. And then we can go ahead and get into our last thing here. Oh, it is once again that time of year where WWE goes and does the annual budget cuts, usually after they tout about how much money they just made for the year prior.
That is the irony.
Yes. And this year was no different. Before SmackDown, WWE would go on to release 20-some people from the roster. We're going to go Forbes here because they have the complete list. But yes, WWE, they released 20-some odd people. And we'll go through each one here well, not each one. We'll go through the main ones. Some of these were shocking. Some of these were like, okay. So they have it in ABC order here. I'm just looking at it real quick just to see.
Here we go.
I don't like the order. Oh. I don't like the order. I'm going to pull it up on my screen here. Just because it'll be easier to see. All right, so we'll start from the bottom and work our way up here. Now, theirs is an ABC order, but I'm going to go in a different order. So we have some NXT talents that are released. Serena Litton is one of them.
Oh, no, not Serena.
Chris Island, Malik Blade, Trill London, Luca Cristofino, Tyreek and Tyson.
Are these real people?
And Tyra May Still. Those are going to be your... Yes. Probably obviously they're wrestling names, but these are people... I don't even think any of them... Maybe some of them made it to TV. I know Tyra May Still was like the chick that won LFG. So I guess it didn't work out for her. But yeah,
so Michelle McCool's 0 for 1.
Yeah. But yeah, those are going to be the names that you may or may not have heard of unless you watch LFG. Then do something in your life if you are one of those people. And then one of the notable names from NXT was Andre Chase. He was a part of the NXT 2.0. He was part of the Chase U little faction. He was like the leader. Basically, his gimmick was like that of a Bob Knight, where he was the professor that would like start cussing at you when he got mad, kind of deal. There's a lot of like backstage stuff that happened. Although he did end up becoming tag team champion. So I guess he did get some traction on the main, like on TV, but yeah, most of his stuff was kind of vignette wise, or just TV or promos. But there was him, and then we get on to some of the bigger names. So we have Zoe Stark. Zoe Stark. If you remember, the last time you would have saw her was she went to do a a springboard drop kick, I believe, to Kairi Sane, and then Kairi Sane was out of position, and she basically blew her knee out, tore her ACL, PCL, MCL, all the CLs got torn, and she's been off TV since. She's nursed herself back to health. Apparently, she had just gotten cleared to come back to wrestling, and she got budget cutted.
Well, at least they waited for her to be cleared.
Yeah, I say look at it as that. Like, they waited till she nursed herself back to health, so at least there's that.
They made sure that they confirmed that she completed those hours and hours of grueling rehab to get back to the WWE to ruin her WWE career.
Yeah. Now, yes, I mean, again, at least they did it. They got her back to health. There was something to dangle the carrot in front of her face, because that rehab was probably grueling. So to have the carrot of you're coming back to wrestle in the WWE, at least that was something there. But I'm sure the phone call went something like, "Hey, how's that rehab coming?" "Well, actually, I'm going to see the doctors tomorrow." And then she got cleared, and then, "Hey, we got your results. You're actually cleared." "Oh, good. When can I come back?" Actually, that's got some bad news for you."
Everybody with a job, step forward. Yep, not so fast, Zoe.
Yeah. So yeah, I could see her going to maybe AEW, maybe doing some indies stuff.
She'll probably go to TNA.
Yeah, she might go to TNA.
That's disappointing, though. I thought she was good.
Definitely one of the more legit people on the roster. Next up, we have kind of along the same lines of that, Alba Fire, who was a part of the Secret Harvest with Chelsea Green, who's now injured, and Piper Niven, who's injured. So kind of she was the only one left standing. As she was pushing Chelsea Green around in a wheelchair. So she was kind of,
it was a matter of time for her.
Yeah. I mean, she was kind of just there to take the pin. So the writing was kind of on the wall there.
It's another disappointing one too, because I thought the debut she had with Isla Dawn, it should have been something.
Yeah, they had a great debut, and then they fell off. I don't want to throw everybody in AEW, but honestly, I could see her, maybe if not full time, maybe her making a stint in AEW, or maybe she goes back to like a Europe thing. I don't know, Rev Pro maybe. I don't know. Maybe she'll just bounce around on the indies too.
JCW.
I don't know if I could see her in a JCW.
I could.
She'll face the.
She'll be the new Mickey Knuckles. They could have a pass torching match.
Oh no, she won't. Just wait until you see Mickey Knuckles. Yeah, you're in for a ride. Next up, we have. Oh, one of the names that was NXT talent. Just throw him in there right now. Is Dante Chen. Pretty much, he was main. He was, yeah. He was never on the main roster. He's pretty much a jobber guy. Well, I'm sorry, not a jobber, but he was like more so like the trainer. So we saw him on screen actually when Aisha Speed was doing his little training vignette to get ready for WrestleMania. He was one of the guys being thrown around by Aisha Speed. But if I'm being honest, his career was over when he lost to Quincy Elliott. At that point, the writing was on the wall for him. Like, I know someone had to lose to Quincy Elliott, but when it was you, that's pretty much that pretty much told you your career was done.
Yeah, feed him to Quincy.
Yeah. Next, we have. Trying to see. I don't want to do them yet. Let's go here. Santos Escobar. So if you remember Mr. Santos, by the way, this is someone who the other next person who's gotten released, Santos Escobar. He was a part of Legado del Fantasma, and if you remember, he kind of went to AAA. He had a match, he got hurt, and he's been hurt. So, unlike Zoe Stark, they didn't even wait for him to nurse himself back to health. And yeah, they let him go.
Did they release him, or did his contract expire, or did they like renegotiate at the last second? Because remember, like, he was supposed to have been.
His contract expired, and then there was that thing about him not signing the renewal, he wasn't going to sign the renewal, and then he did, and there was a thing about like he basically held out for a better position on the card or something,
and he never got it.
Well, he got hurt. Well, yes, he never really showed up on TV since that happened, and then he went to AAA and got hurt. So, yes. So I guess he didn't even sign a long-term contract because that wasn't even that long ago.
So he didn't get a better position on the card, and he didn't get a long-term contract, and they released him as soon as they could.
It's like they wanted to do it on their terms.
Yeah.
But yes, he is no longer with the company. I don't even know. Now, what's the name of it? Lucha Underground. They posted a cryptic ass teaser tweet, and it's like a mask on the ground, like getting lit up, like lighting back up or something. So people are starting to speculate that maybe they're coming back. Other people are speculating it's just they're getting a new home for their library, or they're bringing their library to YouTube. I saw floating around somewhere. But if they do come back, that might be a good spot for Santos. Aside from that, I don't know. I don't see them in AEW really, because they got a. Lord knows they got enough luchas there.
Yeah,
So,
you could TNA's available. Where'd Mustafa Ali go?
TNA,
Yeah, they can be a tag team.
maybe. So yeah, maybe he goes there. And then we'll go one more of the talent that makes sense, kind of, and then we'll go to the big guys. So next up, we have the Motor City Machine Guns, both of them, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabian, or Chris.
Did they ever win the tag titles?
They did. They won it on their second week.
Okay.
So yes, they debuted. They beat the MFTs for the titles, 2 weeks in, and then
That's
they really
right.
just, yeah. Then essentially they fizzled out after that, and then they became part of the backstage whatever, whatever it is that they were, the backstage jobber crew, I guess.
Oh man, we're not going to see the payoff with what's his face and Sad Face's wife.
Yes. So, as most recently, Alex Shelley was teasing. Well, they had some kind of story going on with Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae, and he was kind of teasing joining them in a way. Payoff's not going to come for that. So, and I even said that there is something interesting happening, at least there, to see where it's going.
Well, there was something.
Yes. Yeah. Interesting is debatable, but it was something. It was a story to build. But yeah, they dropped that. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised Mr. Gargano's name wasn't on that list. On the list with them. Like, you all go and tell the story somewhere else.
Give it time.
Yeah, some people are saying it's not done yet. Like, there's going to be. I don't know why people are saying, before Monday, there'll be more. But
Well, there's always next year, too.
There is next year. Because, yes, like a broken clock, this does come around every year.
I'm sure Maxine Dupree will be included.
Yeah, I could see that. Maybe Natty. Even though she's
She might be a lifer. I don't know.
Well, she could be, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe she might not be I don't know, as a talent, maybe I could see her moving into training and shit like that. But I don't know if they'd have to redo her contract. Maybe not Natalia, but yeah, there's definitely people who who shouldn't get too comfortable. Now, as for the Motor City Machine Guns, yeah, they didn't really connect with the crowd. They were brought in as and Corey Graves kept saying it, your favorite tag team's favorite tag team. So the WWE tag team division, even though they tried, it just wasn't hitting for what they need to be. So I don't know. Honestly, it was destined to fail. And from day one, I held strong when the news was out there that the machine guns were signing. From day one, I said they should have went to AEW. And if they're not already on a car heading to AEW, I would be shocked.
Why would they be what makes them so special for AEW?
Because they're a tag team, like, you know, they're your favorite tag team's favorite tag team type of thing. And they've already done TNA. I don't think there's much more they can do in TNA. So yeah, AEW would be like the only other destination they can really go to if they're going to do something new. They've been tagging for 20 years. So yeah. Now I could see them doing something with the Young Bucks. FTR. That's pretty much it.
The Young Bucks are still around?
They are. So yeah. I'm sure they'll be in AEW in short order. In 90 days they'll be in AEW. Let's just say that. Also, I guess it's a good time to point out that it's a good thing for, like, the wrestling industry is kind of in a good spot right now where, you know, there's a lot of options. There's not just like, you know, back when WWE was like the only game in town. If you got cut from WWE, it was a wrap. But now there's a lot of promotions. Like we said, there's AEW, there's JCW, there's indie promotions, GCW, Rev Pro. I'm just thinking of other names here, but there's so many other promotions they can go to now. Maybe one of the 14 promotions that Mercedes won a title with. Because, you know, those are so important there. New Japan, they can go there too. So there's options. So although they did, and actually it's probably better for them that they went to WWE because now they can put that on the marquee. Oh, former WWE talent, and that'll get them a little bit more bump in the pay.
They'll get that Sid pop.
Yeah. So it should work out for them. Next up, we have. I'm trying to think of the order I want to go in here. Because I want to hold them off a little bit. Do we have anybody else? Oh, Apollo Crews.
This one stings.
Apollo Crews. He made his. I don't know. It seems like for the last 5-6 years, he's avoided these budget cuts.
I think he's been in the company since like 2017 or something like that.
Yeah. So almost 10 years, he has been avoiding these budget cuts. I mean, realistically, when's the last time he even did something meaningful on TV?
He helped Zack Ryder get his ass whooped.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, for him.
He helped Zack Ryder get his ass whooped. That was pretty meaningful.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess the only other thing was when he had the accent and he was Nigerian for a while.
That was his best shit.
It was.
Bar none.
And yeah, he won the U.S. title, Intercontinental title, defended it at WrestleMania. So, yeah, that was probably his peak. And now he is gone. And, you know, funny thing about this whole thing is, remember it was a couple weeks ago and Ricochet did that whole thing about WWE destroying his legacy, and he named people It's like he named who did he
Apollo
name?
Crews.
Yeah, he named like Shinsuke Nakamura. He named Finn Balor, and then he named Apollo Crews out of nowhere. And back then, I was like, I even brought it up. It's like, why would you bring my name up? And then since then, I'm not saying this is direct correlation, but since then Apollo Crews was on TV helping get Zack Ryder ready for catering. Look at that. He passed the torch on TV. He passed the catering torch to Zack Ryder. He's like, he felt it. He was like, I'm not going to be around long. I got to get you. You're going to be the head catering guy now. I got to train you.
Yeah, my time's over.
Yeah. So, yeah, but since Ricochet said that, then he was featured on TV, and then now he's gone. So I pointed it out then, which was funny. He's like, what are you bringing my name up for? Shut up. And now look at you, you're gone. So there you go. There's your clip. There's your clickbait. Ricochet got Apollo Crews fired. But now we go to, I would say, the most shocking names of this whole thing. So it all started, this whole release thing started with Nikki Cross. She was one of the first ones. I don't know if she was the first one, but I know she was one of the first ones that I saw like post something. So Nikki Cross was first. A couple hours goes by, and then we get word that, or at least for me, because I didn't get to, I mean, I wasn't like, refreshing or anything. So Nikki Cross, and then we saw that Joe Gacy was also released.
Uh-oh.
And then the big news happened. Uncle Howdy got released. And that's Bo Dallas. And then at this point, again, there was some time in between the posts. But at this point, if you're Dexter Loomis and Eric Rowan, you might as well just go ahead and turn yourself in. Because at this point, the writing's on. Yeah. Because at this point, the writing's on the wall. And sure enough, it didn't happen. Eric Rowan and Dexter Loomis also announced as being released, which makes the entire Wyatt 6 group being released.
Womp womp.
And I gotta say, this one stung. Again, this was the first of the group. So, or I'm sorry, the first of the news of the whole firing thing. So it stung in the fact that, number one, well, obviously, I think we can know why this was stunning news. The fact that this was a Bray Wyatt tribute group. I always call them, what do I call them? The tribute band.
Yeah.
That's what they were. Like, yeah, they were. If I'm being honest, they may have been at a point where the TV was turn offable when they were on. They've been feuding with the the MFTs for God knows how long over Lantern. And yeah, it was definitely turn off the TV when they're on type stuff. But yes, they were the Bray Wyatt tribute band. So I thought in that sense, I thought they were kind of, at least Bo Dallas. At least you would think they would keep him just as a thank you, or I don't know.
They were dead in the water as soon as they killed everybody on the roster and didn't address it the next week. and then they did nothing with him after that. It was basically a vehicle to get more hype around the Bray Wyatt documentary.
Yes, and it was such a bad. I mean, such a good debut. Yeah, there's nothing they can do past that. And even before the debut, when they were doing like the White Rabbit stuff, and there was QR codes everywhere, and people were running online to figure out the QR codes, and it was like little pieces of a mystery that the community was coming together to solve.
Mm-hmm.
It was good stuff. And then they debut, and
They had no fucking plan for him.
Yes, it was
all
clear
that fucking time and energy, the costumes, the fucking, like you said, the White Rabbit bullshit, and they had nothing for him.
Yes. Although they did go on to gain some championship gold,
which is meaningless.
Yeah, but at least there was something. But yes, it was shocking in the fact that you first hear Nikki Cross and it's like, okay. But then, as other names start coming in, you're like, oh, this is not looking good for them. I was even texting you like live updates as I saw the tweets. It's like, oh, it's not looking good. Whoop, there it is.
Yeah, as soon as you see Howdy, it's over.
Yeah. And I get it. They're a company that's here to make money, and they have to.
Are they? Because they don't seem to be trying too hard to make money on their chief product.
Well, they are by overcharging people, and people still paying it. But I don't know. I just thought they would be. I thought they would keep at least Bo Dallas around, just as some kind of thank you, or some kind of, we know you lost your brother, we'll keep you around type of deal.
Nope, he's gone.
Almost like I don't want to say a charity, but
it would have been funny if everybody else was released and then Bray Dallas stayed, and then he joined Solo's group.
Well, he didn't even have to do the Uncle Howdy thing anymore. Like, he could have repackaged him
again.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. He's a good talent still.
Yeah, I think he's underrated. I like the Bo Leave shit he did.
Yeah, you could have done that. You haven't done that on the main roster.
Well, oh no, they did.
Not for long.
Well, that's because he wasn't getting over.
Yeah, you didn't give it time. From what I saw, though, yeah, the Bo Leave thing, like the B team with Curtis Axel. I don't know if you would go back there, but I don't know. I don't know. You could have probably done something with him, kept him around for something, but they are gone now. As a group as a whole, I don't think they can. There's too much. Like, they're not. Tony Khan is not taking them all in. Like, all 6 of them, right? He might take one guy, and that, like, he might take Bo Dallas. But aside from that, yeah, he's not taking them all in. And I think as a group of 6, yeah, there's no promotion that's just going to take all of them.
I think if there's any possibility of them staying together, it would be JCW, because Russo seems to really like them.
Yeah, but it's just like, how do they get that contract?
Like, where else are you gonna go?
You'll take what we give you, damn it. And who even knows if they want to, like, especially Bo Dallas, maybe he doesn't even want to continue with wrestling. Because I know he was, or was it him or Bray? It was like getting into like horror movie shit. That's probably Bray. That was Bray. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't want to do wrestling anymore. Dexter Loomis, probably he can go back to TNA. He did have a great little. I enjoyed the gimmick. He was like a serial killer type gimmick. Where
Oh, is that when he was feuding with the Miz?
it was, but
He
yeah, a
had the
little bit.
Hitler haircut.
Yeah, yeah, and he'd have this gimmick where he'd do his finisher, which was like a sleeper hold type deal, and then he'd just like caress your hair with his gloves on. As far as I've seen though, all his gimmicks have been silent. So you'd have to do something there. But yeah, TNA would probably be a good fit. Or if he wanted to go that like serial killer gimmick thing, he could go to JCW for sure. Rowan, he's probably done with wrestling. Like I don't see too much, unfortunately, too much value in him in wrestling.
Yeah, unfortunately. Seems like a good dude.
Yeah. And then Gacy. I don't know too much about Gacy other than what he did with the Wyatt. So I don't know where, like, if he can go back. Oh, speaking of which, Apollo Crews, probably put him in TNA. I didn't say about him. And then Nikki Cross. I don't know. I really don't know about her.
Well, who cares?
There we go. And then the next two up. So now as far as the Wyatts, they were pretty much on TV weekly. So shock value is up there because again, they were on TV weekly. This wasn't like Apollo Crews, who only recently appeared on TV and it's only been in backstage segments. These were weekly mainstays on television. But next up, we have Zelina Vega and Aleister Black. Now, the good thing here is both the husband and wife got released together, so it's not a situation where one has to stay and the other, or one stays and the other doesn't, like last time.
That'd be awkward.
Yeah. So yeah, they have both been released. Now,
Zelina had a good reaction.
she did, and we're gonna play it here in a second. But Aleister Black just got back a year ago, and I've seen it floating around that maybe because again he got back a year ago, so maybe it was a thing where Selena got released, and then he was like, "Hey, I mean, if you're releasing my wife, I'm gone too." Then, because aside from that, like, how would his contract expired that quick?
Although, and they said, "Okay, see ya."
Yeah. Oh, you made it easier for us. Yeah, because aside from that, like, yeah, unless he only signed a 1-year deal.
Well, who's going to give Duke Karrion Kross's gimmick now?
Well, maybe they don't need to do the gimmick. His Karrion Kross his gimmick got fired, and then the replacement got fired too. So maybe they just dropped the gimmick.
Okay.
Maybe that's just a cursed gimmick, and they don't need to do it anymore. Shock value's up there with this one because they've pretty much been on TV. They've been a mainstay on TV pretty much every week. Yeah, some of it has been backstage summits. I just recently, when we were talking about WrestleMania, the SmackDown before WrestleMania, and he was in every segment with Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. This being Aleister Black, of course. Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, Jelly Roll. He was in all those segments. Pat McAfee. He was in the back of all those little Easter eggs. What's
Not
worse?
anymore.
Yes. What's worst about it is after WrestleMania, there was a story. So that would be last week. There was a story that said, this is according to the dirt sheets, that Aleister Black was actually supposed to be the phone call. He was supposed to be the phone call with Orton.
Okay.
And yeah, basically he was supposed to bring the darkness out of Orton and get him to use the punt kick or something. I don't know. But the point of it is he went from basically being in the main event segment at WrestleMania to not even now having a job. So what a difference like a month makes.
The one stupid decision makes. Because
Yeah.
their decision to insert Pat McAfee instead of him cost him his career. Well, not his career, but his job.
Yeah. Which is wild. And I don't even know how I'd feel about that, honestly. It's like, you were going to have me in the main event segment, and now I'm fired? I'm fired? Like,
I'm the victim here.
yes. Like, you can't just, like, yeah. But I guess that's how the business goes. Again, it's speculation, but it kind of would make sense if it was Zelina's contract that expired and then he just asked for his release to be with his wife. But
that's kind of gay though, because I mean, she can do other things and you can continue to make that WWE money and then just not sign your contract the next year.
Yeah, that's true. But maybe he didn't want to go on the road and do all that. I don't know.
He's done that though. I mean, it's not like it's new.
Yes. Maybe it was there was so much turmoil last time they did it. It's like, we can't go through this again. Our relationship is not strong enough to go through this again. I don't know. It's like when I don't know. And it's stuff like where he goes, because he was in AEW and then he moved to WWE. And now, like, the option would be to go back to AEW, but I don't know if that's a good fit for him. Now, he could go to JCW. Again, this has to do with the money thing, but like going back to AEW would, Brody King has like become a bigger star than him, honestly. And Buddy Matthews is hurt, so I don't know if and Julia Hart's moved on to a different group. So if you bring him back, you can't put him back in the group that he was in. So what do you even do with him? Did you put him in the Don Gallows family? And then what's that going to do for him being one of 900 members? Although it seems to be working for Andrade, the going back to AEW after leaving.
Is it?
Yeah, he's like main eventing. No, well, he's not in the main event now, but I think he beat Kenny Omega recently.
Oh shit. Okay.
Like, yeah, he's had a good. His latest run has been pretty good for him.
Well, good for him.
So maybe he goes back and it works this time, like that. But again, Brody King has passed him by. Julia Hart's passed him by. So I don't even. You can't go back and do that. So you got to figure out something new. And then had he explained that story wise, unless you just don't. So, yeah. And then Zelina would go with him, or she can go to OnlyFans. I haven't said that yet, so there you go. Or maybe she can just be a Twitch streamer. She seems to like Twitch streamer. Speaking of which, we do have a sound bite from her, I believe. Everybody went ahead and, well, pretty much all the talent have done their whole goodbye things. We didn't pull them up here because it'd just be too long, because again, there's 20 people here. But Zelina Vega had an interesting one, so we can go ahead and play that one.
Thing is, like, I was so shocked, but yeah, I also would have appreciated if Sean Ross Sapp or whoever the fuck announced it could have at least given me the decency to like let me do it myself first. But fuck you, dude. Thing is, like, I was.
And there you go. She explodes on Sean Ross Sapp because he posted. To be clear, he posted that she was released before she had the time to say it to her fans. So she already knew about it, but just putting it out there publicly, he did it before she did it.
And if it would have been him, it would have been somebody else.
That's true. Unfortunately, that's true. Yeah, if he didn't do it, someone else would have done it. So, I guess
that's her bad for waiting so fucking long to address her fans.
Well, I mean, how long? I don't know. What's the window there? And
24 hours.
Well, it was less than that.
Well, that's being generous.
I know. I'm saying it was less than that. According to her, she found out at like 5 o'clock or 5:09. And then I think Sean Ross Sapp posted it at like 2 hours or so later. So, yes, I guess she had 2 hours to put something out. I don't know. It's always a tricky situation, that is. Because again, yeah, if it wasn't him, it was going to be someone else. So if he's supposed to be doing his job, then yes, he's got to get it out there. So maybe she should have, I don't know, put something out there before.
Well, I mean, either that or don't be upset when news people break shit like that. It's not like it's private information. It's not like they leak DMs between her and Triple H.
Yeah, that's true. But I don't know. I can see her side of it, but I can see his side of it too. His side being he's got to get the news out there. But I can see her side of it. Yes, I can see her side of it too. Is like that. I want to be the one to break the news to my people. But if you had 2 hours, if you had 2 hours, then that was enough time. Like before even Sean Ross Sapp's post, I saw Nikki Cross post about her getting released. So I don't know the timing there, but she got it out.
Yeah, actually, Zelina Vega doesn't give a fuck about her fans because she didn't want to tell them.
I wouldn't even. Well, she would have to address it if everybody's like, "Hey, did you get released? You get released?" So I don't know. Yeah, I guess if you're in that position, you get like 5 minutes to reflect on losing your job along with your husband, and then you gotta go to social media.
Yep. And post emojis.
Yeah, like you get, yeah. Oh, you're fired, and your husband is too. Okay. Hey guys. Must be rough. But our last name on the list, but not least. Actually, I would say she's last because it was most important. In the fact that she has not only has she been on TV every week, she's actually the focal point of a story. And that is Kyrie Sane. Kyrie Sane joins the list of people being released, and she is our last one. And again, this one was most shocking because she is very, very actively in a story between Asuka and Io Sky. Like their whole battle right now is over if Kyrie Sane should stay with Asuka or I guess be free.
Well, now what are they going to battle over?
Well, that's the thing. They're just gonna pretend it didn't happen and just like move on with the story, or as I said on SmackDown, Julia lost her United States title, so it's possible that they bring Julia to be Kyrie Sane. They basically carrying across Aleister Blacker and just plop her into the story and think no one's gonna even notice.
Yeah, that's probably. I could see that happening. That's stupid.
Well, I mean, you can make it. You can make it like maybe she's not there immediately, like Monday. Maybe they, have their match at, I guess, Backlash or wherever, and then she debuts there, helps Asuka win, and then we're off to the races on that story. And then we go to Monday, and she's like, "Asuka's my senpai," and then Asuka's yelling, "Julia!"
Oh, no, Julia.
Yeah. So yeah, they don't have to immediately do it, and that's just me thinking, like maybe that's what they do. But yeah, aside from that, they don't have anything to. I mean, they lost the reason that they were feuding, which kind of goes with the story. So this, and I don't know why people are arguing about this, but there was, and Zelina Vega said this during her like the full thing of about her getting the news. She said that TKO called her. So there's I don't know, the community is fighting on whether or not it was a TKO call or if it was a Triple H call.
Why can't it be both?
I don't know, because we need one entity to blame. But
I would speculate that Ari Emanuel doesn't give two shits about a Kairi Sane or an Aleister Black or anything like that. I would think that, Triple H or at least somebody on that, the ground level would provide that type of feedback, though.
yes, I don't think Absolutely. Like, yeah, Ari Emanuel. I think how it probably went was, well, there's one of two ways it could have went, which is why I think like people were saying, "Oh, there's no way it was like Ari Emanuel doesn't know who these people are." Yes, he doesn't, but he does know as a businessman. He knows numbers on a spreadsheet. He knows names next to numbers on a spreadsheet. He could probably see Kyrie Sane and some number next to her name, and it's like, why is she making this much? Like, and then they already know they're getting rid of people. And it's like, hey, this person, this Kyrie Sane is making a lot of money here. Like, is she even a champion? Like, what get rid of her. Oh, this Apollo Cruz is making a lot of money. Like, so yes, he probably doesn't, he couldn't put name to face, but I would say when he's looking at his ledger, his books, he can see the number next to a name and is like, yeah, we need to get rid of that contract.
See, I would speculate a more collaborative effort to fire people.
Well, that's one option. The other option would be, hey, we need to, I don't know, we need to cut like 10% of the roster. Triple H, can you get that done? That's the other option. That's the other way it could have gone. So, they didn't specifically name names. It's just like, hey, we need 10% gone. And then Triple H had to make the cut. Or yes, it could have been a mixture of both. Like, hey, these are some high contracts. Like, we need to figure out if these people because yeah, I don't see him specifically calling out these people by name or knowing them, but as a CEO or someone who can look at the numbers, I know that they can tell that information. You don't need to know who they are for that. And that would make sense as to why like Kyrie Sane gets cut. Maybe she had a crazy contract. She gets cut because they don't give a damn. They don't know who she is and they don't give a damn about her. And now us as fans are like, hey, she was in the middle of this story and now she's just gone. And now they're gonna they're gonna come out Monday, treat us like idiots, and continue the story.
Or we'll never see Asuka again.
Yes. Or we're not gonna get a payoff, and then it's like, and now you wasted our time.
Which that's probably more likely.
Yeah.
They love wasting our time.
Yeah. But I always say if it's gotta, I don't know, if you gotta drop the story, you gotta drop it. Had they have done that with the MFT Wyatt's, maybe we wouldn't even be in this position. But that is all there. As for Kyrie, it should be noted that there's a "We Want Kyrie" trending on Twitter, similar to when the R-Truth thing happened. And they're already trying to put together, this being like the internet community, they're trying to put together a hijacking of Raw to do the "We Want Kyrie" thing. So apparently, yes, the fans are trying to. We'll see if it actually does anything, but yes, the fans are trying to create another hijacking of you release the wrong talent and bring her back thing.
Where's the next Raw?
I don't know. Let's see. Sorry, still looking. Is it really that hard to find? Golly. Yeah, apparently. Apparently, they only tell you the afterwards. Oh, Kansas City, maybe.
Laredo, Texas.
Laredo.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Oh, because they were in Fort Worth. They were in Funkatown, and now they're going to Laredo. What the hell stadium does Laredo have?
We're going to find out.
Yeah.
Sames
not
Auto
stadium.
Arena.
But yes, so fans are trying to put together a hijacking of Raw. So we'll see how that plays out. I'm sure
In Laredo.
in Laredo, yeah. I'm sure that's gonna. I mean, maybe it will. I'm sure when EO and Asuka do their thing, there'll be a big "We Want Kyrie" chant. But I don't know. It worked for R-Truth. It didn't work for Cross. So I don't know.
Did it really work for R-Truth?
Yeah, they brought him back.
Okay, but
And
did
then-
it work?
He's champion right now.
Okay.
They brought him back and he's champion. And yeah.
Having the tag titles is not champion. Sorry.
Well, you tell that to the airport people.
I will.
When he's walking through the airport.
Say it right to his face.
But yeah, it's going to be something to see. And then it's like, is it going to be a yearly thing where someone's going to get fired and then, you know, the fans are going to, you know, oh, let's get a "We Want Whoever" chant or thing going. By the way, you can't always do it because it's not always going to work. Like, you have to pick and choose when you do it. You can't do it all the time. You just can't. Like, I don't know. It has to be a special. Yeah, it can't be a yearly thing where you just pick one name out of the firing. You know, when Julia's fired next year, you can't say, "Oh, we want Julia." I'm sorry. She's probably. I don't want to put that on her. I take that back. But yeah, that's the latest on all the releases. I think again there may or may not be more coming. So we will see on that. But that is all I got. Anything else from you?
Just have a good night.
And survey says one more for the good guys.